Boom. Says we're live on the computer, so I guess we are live. How are we doing, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Total Talk Live. Project Piper Cups here with Maverick. We've got the other boys joining very soon. We thought we'd fire it up and get going whilst we wait. So yeah, let us know. We have Tac in the hizzy already. Bless you, sir. How are you? Welcome as always. And yeah, if you're in the chat, say hello. We won't bite, but we're just going to chop it up, do a little bit of a catch up while the boys are here. Appreciate the likes. Keep hitting that like button. If you're watching this on a replay, do the same thing and welcome. Appreciate it. But yeah, another fun-filled Danny drama episode. Hopefully, this will be the last one because I'm sick and tired of talking about it, to be honest. Oh dear, and we haven't even got him in the hand yet. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, how are we? Sir, you okay?
I am really good, mate. Definitely. Actually, whilst waiting for the other guys to join, I think it's worth pointing out that you dropped some good videos recently, mate, on the lighting tutorials. So anybody who's watching in the chat has not actually watched any of Ben's recent toy photography tutorials, definitely check them out because it is definitely the easiest to understand for a beginner on your lighting setup and your lighting arsenal. And the way you've explained everything is just, it's really well done. So definitely check it out if you got an interest in toy photography.
I appreciate it, mate. Nice one, man. That means a lot, actually, because that's kind of the aim, really. You know, it's to break it down as simple, none of this complicated jargon, none of this photography finesse and finagle. I don't bloody understand half of it. Do you know what I mean? So I just literally just breaking down what I do in the best way I can, and hopefully people grab it, you know, can pick it up and yeah, hopefully, you know, people can understand it. But it's just literally, I mean, I'm not going to try and profess this is the way of doing toy photography. No, it's just simply my way, because otherwise I'll have a bunch of pro photographers jumping in and actually, no, it's actually this way. And I'm like, no, dude, it's just my way. Okay. I'm still learning. But so far, this is what works for me. And I thought I'd just let it out there and see if it helps someone else. You know, one of the biggest pieces of advice, and this is a spoiler for when I wrap up the whole series, is that right at the end, I'm going to drop the best piece of advice I can give you throughout the entire series. Is pull from everyone. All right. Not just me. Pull from everyone. If you learn something quirky from, you know, anything out of my series, cool, apply it, see if it works, but take a bunch of other advice that you're getting from other people, apply it and see what works for you. See if you can mold it into your own style and effectively. But hopefully what I've laid out will at least get you going, you know, as the beginner. So that's kind of the whole aim, really. So yeah, we've got a few more in the old chit chat. We've got Neon Films. Hello. Thank you very much for being here. Love the name as well. Adam Bragg. All right, lads. All right. Tribby Entertainment. Hey guys. Hey. Adam Braggs again. Just seen Bond. What a film. Really? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not really interested that much in the latest one. I've not been a big fan of the Craig films, but people are enjoying it. Cool. Have you seen it, Mav?
No, mate, I'm not. I'm honestly, I'm not actually the biggest Bond fan. It's good that it's finally got a release because that film has been sat in the can for over a year now. So
yeah, Jesus Christ, it's finally out. I know, it's like they spent more money on marketing than they have the film. It's just, I don't know, it's just they're right, they've held it off, they've delayed it. But yeah, as I say, I'm not massive on Bond. I think it's all right. The Pierce Brosnan stuff, barring the last one, has sort of been my favorite little era. Really haven't been a fan of the serious Daniel Craig take. But no, people are enjoying it. Cool. Yeah. Hopefully it wraps up nicely, and be interesting to see who we get next. So
yeah, Roger Moore, he's always been my Bond, but I kind of lost interest after that.
Yeah, it's been up and down, isn't it? Really, it depends on who they get. If you're not really a fan of the person who they've got, it kind of diminishes a little bit of interest in any films going forward. As I say, Craig was relatively newbie on the scene, so I get Casino Royale was good. I enjoyed that. I just thought after Quantum of Solace, that just went for me. But yeah, you know, we each got our favorite eras, so that's the good thing about Bond. And I guess there's going to be more eras to come. Neon Films, I love your custom figures. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But check out this man's customs, the one that's on the stream with me, Maverick 5 UK. Link is in the description. You will not be disappointed. Adam Rag, last part was so emotional and beautiful. Fair play, fair play. Hope he didn't make you cry. You're a man, remember. Marley and Me is the only movie that can make a man cry. Here we go. Tribute Entertainment. I just liked your post on Instagram. That custom tats has come together real nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I thought, well, I made some headway, some progress. And I thought, why not share it? Just drop a little teaser. We're speaking about it enough here. So, and, I try and advocate if you want to see more teasers, behind the scenes stuff, the custom work, so that I don't start doing shorts on the channel. Hit us up on the Instagram. So I thought I'd drop a whip, nothing like a good old whip picture. And yeah, so Rick has also been making some massive strides in that area, but that is all up to him when he decides to share his work. I've just decided to just share mine, what I've done right now, but it's going well so far. Still working some bits and pieces out, but what we have worked out so far is working. Touch wood. Let me find some wood. There we go. There we go. Clutch my pearls. What's up, Pietro? You all right?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Okay.
Good, all good. Just finish up the chat here. Adam Rag, it did actually. Damn you. Fuck's sake, honestly. No, fair enough. Fair enough. If the tears were earned, then they were earned. Fair enough. I myself am not ashamed to admit that I've shed a tear from a couple of films that I would be stared at with. You cried at that shit? Yeah. Not going to tell you what, though. Not going to tell you what. Endgame. What? Okay. So Pietro, my man, how are we? You good?
Good. Everything okay? Thank you, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good to see. Let me just get back to that. There we are. There we are. So yeah, still waiting for Tom to pop in. So we're just doing some more rounds of the catch up. Feel free, keep chopping us up in the chat, guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, what is new in the hood with you, Pietro?
What is new? Nothing really.
Oh, that's that then. Anyway, Maverick, how about you, mate?
I got some shipping, some stuff from Japan that I show you. Some gashapon, this series of minis that is very, very good.
Mini
very
electronics.
good detail.
112 scale.
Yeah. Yeah, so very good series of stuff.
Nice. Tape deck, mixer, jam. You got your little mini DJ.
Yeah, it's very great. So yeah, I had a voucher from Japan, so I use it. It's this series of gashapon. You know, the one for the machine, 500 yen. Yes, it's the complete
some plans
series.
for those? You got some plans for those, Turtle Boy? Are you keeping them quiet for now? What are you going to be doing with them?
I will put in my dioramas.
How?
A bit there, a bit in the layer, a bit in the foot hideout. Yeah.
A little bit there.
Yeah, just a bit of the old salt sprinkle on whatever project.
Like this. And then, as you guys know, I got a figure for £9 this 2 days ago. So I was browsing looking for the NECA Frankenstein monster, because I think it was just released in UK. So I was browsing. I said, okay, let's see some, good price. And then I found this website, onbuy.com. And then it was £9 for some reason. I thought it was a scam or something like that. So, but yeah, the payment was with PayPal. So I said, okay, why not try? If it's bad, I will get a refund.
Yeah.
And boom, after 2 days, it's here. It's perfect. It's legit. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful.
Nicely done. That is a bargain, if I do say so myself, man. Because you were telling us about it.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Because it was like, well, it's you can roll the dice on it. A tenner ain't going to hurt the bank. And, and if it pulls through, you get your money, you get a refund. It's easy as. So might as well just roll the dice on it. And it paid off.
It was crazy that Tom put in his basket after it was half an hour. It was £1,000.
Oh, it's
for some reason.
Never seen anything like it. He gets his for a tenner. Tom puts it in a basket, jumps to £1,000. Is this a site or is this an auction house? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, nice little haul there, mate. And you are officially.
So actually, the website was a proper shop called Lost Universe.
Okay.
So there is a receipt. It's £9. So I don't know what's happened there.
Is it one of those sites where it's kind of like a price comparison site where
I guess on buy.com is
the home hub.
Yeah.
And then he pulls from. Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what's happened there, but yeah, I was lucky, I guess.
Yeah, it did, mate. That's it. You are no longer officially a TMNT strict exclusive collector.
Yeah.
You now have a little bit of some other bits and pieces. So well done. The collection spreading. I like it.
Now, Pietro, it's all you're going to be out. You'll be collecting
I know, man.
That's it, mate. Just it. You go past any of this, and that's it. That's it. Downhill, mate. Bye. That's it.
Especially if nothing happened in the TMNT.
You got to have something to hold you over.
Yeah,
especially at the moment. Jesus Christ. Keep coming, guys. I like what you're doing in the chat. Let's have a look. Let's quickly have a look. It was so earned. Adam Rag following up with the James Bond ending. Fair enough. I believe you. Say hello in the chat, guys. We're going to keep the party rolling with some more of our hauls and pickups, and Tom will obviously regale us with his when he joins in. But Maverick, what did you get this week, sir?
Well, I have there's a fair bit that's arrived this week. So I got a little care package from your good self this week. Actually,
did you?
Yes,
wow. I wouldn't know anything about that. Yes.
So, little splinter there from we've got last Ronin issue 4 that's just come out. So got some little baggies of material. So I wonder what these could be for.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that shortly. Mm-hmm. I sent him over a spare splinter I had, so he can get cracking on a Last Ronin splinter. Obviously, he's been doing the Last Ronin custom figured line. If you're not following him on Instagram, please do so. You are not disappointed. And he's kicking ass and taking names and all kinds of names. And so next two on the docket will be Donnie and Splinter, I guess, from you, sir.
Well, mate, you got it, pal. Yeah, so I'm tag teaming them both at the same time. So
you have to pay double for that kind of action, Cotton. Honestly. Nicely done.
I also got these through this week. So
shit.
These have been on my want list for a very long time. So these are DC. So this is it's an anime from a good 10 years or so back, but really one of my favorite animes. They made these figures for them, and they are just beautiful, but they just never come up. And when they do, not for a good price. And I managed to snag them at a really good price, so I couldn't let those go. So very happy with these.
Beautiful, man. That's it. When it comes to grails, just keep looking. Just keep it saved in your searches, because even if one comes up, shit, it's skyrocketing price, ridiculous. Fair enough. But if you keep hunting, eventually they're going to roll around for a price that's going to be affordable for you, and hopefully even absolutely bargain price for you, and just snap it up. Just always keep your eye out on it. That's what I always maintain. Nicely done, mate. That's a nice one. Really, really well done. What did I get? A couple of things. Obviously, as you can see here on my little end, I did bust out the Krang from last week. Very nice. I like it. Well done, Necker. That's the good Necker paddle, because the bad Necker paddle is going to be coming out later.
Scary there without any stand.
I'm not going to lie, it did fall over once, but it's maintaining it right now. Stay. Okay. Next up, we have Surta that came through Marvel Legends Infinity Saga. Absolute beast of a fig. Pretty happy. Obviously, it's going to go in part of my Ragnarok, which used to occupy one of these cubes, but I moved the display around. But I'm still hoping to get it in my Ragnarok display, because I do love that. It's one of those collections that you can actually feel like you completed, just because they've done every figure in that line. I also did get, which I think I am going to move on and shift, was the Obadiah Stane and Ironmonger 2 set. I did have a project for it, but it's just it would have taken a back seat in all the other projects that I wanted to do, and it's just been sat there gathering dust. I thought, nah, if it's available down the line at some point, I might dive on it again. But for now, I think I'm just going to move it on. I did, moving on to a little bit of tattoo progress. GPS lot. We have a decent working tattoo robe. Okay, GPS lot came through, and this is a really nice one. Obviously, I'm going with the tailored side of it, like, you know, someone else doing it, but I'm all right with that. And yeah, really, and it fits, guys, it fits. And of course, I did get one more thing in from, I have no idea if he's in the chat. He did say he would chime in and watch, and hopefully he is. If not, hopefully he catches us on the replay. But I wanted to give a massive shout out and a highlight to the Hack Life on Instagram. Goes by the name of Nathan. Sent me a box, and we're going to do a little unboxing. Now, he is a 3D printer. No, he's actually a human being, but he 3D prints stuff. Okay. And I asked for these not too long ago, a few weeks ago. He knocked them out and he sent them over. I said I'd unbox them for him, and I'm probably going to do a video on them. So I just want to bust them open. And one thing before I do, I want to highlight, if I can see it in this, I don't really want to tamper with showcasing my camera, because last time I did that, I end up booming myself out the bloody stream, as Maverick will know. But without seeing my address, look at the way you spelt my name. Okay. So fancy calligraphy skills there. Not only that, graffiti tape, right?
No.
And even more graffiti, and even more graffiti. So the care that this man puts into his packaging alone is crazy to me. And that's just to me, it's like, that's art. You know, you just love the art, and you just love what you do, and you even want to make sure that your packaging gets out there in good nick, and just, you know, it jazzes it up, and you don't expect that at all. So it's a nice little surprise. So massive shout out to Nathan, the Hack Life on Instagram. Okay, and yeah, we're going to bust this bad boy open. 2 seconds, guys. Oh, it's exciting. Now, this will be for toy photography purposes. Okay, and I did actually order 3, and you'll see what they are. And what's great is he's a great person to do business with, because he updates you all the time on how it's going. You know, you never need to ask for an update on how something you bought from him is going. He will update you all the time, and I think that's absolutely awesome. All right, so, oh, hello. Okay, so we'll put the fancy box aside for a second. Put some bubble wrap. My God. Right. Now, he does some awesome 3D printed parts. If you go to his Instagram, which I didn't actually put a link in the description, but I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And he's UK based and awesomely priced goods. And yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit. That's one of them open. There's actually 4 of these by lots of things. Crates.
It's nice.
Look at that. Beautifully painted, 3D printed. Okay, so let's have a look at the top. Turn it around, see.
That's definitely some quality work for some 3D printed. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. The resin he uses.
Yeah, doesn't look like 3D printed.
No, and I believe they can actually open. And they do.
Amazing.
So yeah, I got myself a great size, got myself a set of these. I believe I did order 3, but I think there's actually 4 in here. So yeah, another load here to use for shots. And yeah, mate, these are first time having them in hand. If you're watching this now, if you're watching this in the replay, Nathan, mate, you absolutely killed it. These are beautiful, as I'm looking at on them with my own eyes right now. Just the paint details, just beautiful, man. So fantastic work all round. I will be dropping a link in the description after it's played, and in the chat soon, because I might have to just use a loo in a second. But yeah, so that was the last thing I got this week. And yeah, Nathan, you're a star, and I'll be doing a video on these, giving them a full review in a second. So hopefully Tom will join us shortly. But Gentlemen and chat, if you don't mind excusing me just for one moment, I just have to nip off to the little boys' room, chop it up, and I'll be back shortly. 2 seconds.
All right, this is always we need a.
How do we? How you ordered those 112 gashapon through a website then?
Yes, through a proxy website to buy in a Japanese like second-hand shop, Mercari.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I bought it through buy.com.
Okay.
So yeah, and they came like in 6 days after I purchased it. Okay, they arrived to Japan. You know, they buy for you, they receive it, and then they ship it to you.
Right. Yeah. So
in total maybe 2 weeks.
That is amazing. Yeah. That's really good.
Because of the voucher, I got them for £10, £12 shipped, like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
The quality, you know, Japanese quality is always like amazing. Like they look. Yeah, you can even remove the little cassettes.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Incredible. Look, there's even a little remote control. That's crazy.
It's super popular over there, all the gashapon, right?
It's I got some Sega console gashapon as well. Yeah, I got last time I went to Japan, and some other stuff. I wish I can, I could buy all. Like the perfect scale for Nycc. Beautiful.
So is it about 112 then? Would it, or is it like more?
I believe they are 112. They scale perfectly with like Marty McFly, and it's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one in the lair so they can play tequila. That's cool.
Definitely. Yeah, good luck with that.
And now I need to make a diorama for this guy.
So is that giving you the taste to get the rest of the Universal monsters then?
Maybe.
I think so. I think you can't just stop at Frankenstein. I think.
Let's see. What about you? Any apart from the customs, any other new thing?
I've got another. There's a few that I've got on the go at the moment actually. So I got a Toys R Us done a 3-pack split of the Marvel Legends. There was Nimrod, Psylocke, and Phantom X. So I really wanted that Phantom X from that 3-pack, and they did a split up recently. So that's currently on its way, and that's going to be an upcoming custom as well. I thought that'd be a perfect body for a custom that I've got in mind. So there's a good few bits and bobs that I'm working on at the moment. So stay tuned. You're having a bit of a break from your dioramas.
Yes, as you know, too busy at work. I don't have the right, mindset to stop and work on my stuff. Hopefully soon.
Definitely. You need that Tucker and Raza shed.
It's still there waiting. And even Donny's labs still on the. I did something. I've done something, but needs some work.
I don't think I've actually seen that one of yours.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
No.
I will show you something.
Totally.
Right.
So that's Tom here.
Yep. So I'm back. Apologies about that, but we are back in action. Welcome, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, mate.
Excellent. We have a full team on today. I love it. Absolutely love it. So let me just quickly catch up with the chat. Maverick, those last Ronin customs are sick, as well as those repainted Megazords. Boom.
Thank you so much.
Tribute Entertainment, man, you're awesome. Thank you for being here and showing a lot of love. We really appreciate it, my man. Mr. Nooks 13, yes, guys, bang. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, mate. Tac Toys with film. Evening, gents. Sorry, late to the stream. What have I missed so far? Not much, mate. We've just been catching up, doing a bit of hauling. I popped off to the loo. Tom came in. Now we're all here. I'm not going to tell you what number. It's too personal. All good. So, I appreciate you all being here. Keep hitting that like button, guys. And we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. But now that Tom is in the hizzy, just to quickly wrap up our haul and pickups part. Did you grab it this week, mate?
No, but I did open that finally.
So did I. Did you have trouble getting him in there?
Yeah, it was a bitch. I mean, it's all right.
It's easy, just a squeeze and a pop, and he's out.
It's not the best figure you're ever going to get, but it
I
does.
quite like it. It's comes with a butt ton of accessories. I don't know if I'm ever going to display him with, but it's just going to be for the shelf. May take a picture once, maybe later on down the line. But yeah, so it's just been an unboxing week for you, then, mate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Got a couple of things ordered up, but
saying that, so have I. Now, I don't know if he's in the chat, but I know our friend TMNT Configuration is struggling to get a helping hand with getting the set, but I did end up ordering the Shadow Warriors 2-pack on eBay for a decent price, actually. It wasn't too bad. I weren't hounded by a scalper. I didn't feed one. Just a little bit more than what I would have paid if I'd asked someone for help shipping it from America. So it kind of works out, and that should be here in a couple of weeks. And one of them will be the buck for Tatsu on my custom. But yeah, other than that, it kind of finishes up the hauls and the pickups. So I think we might as well just get into the meat and potato of it, guys, and hopefully put an end to this Danny drama. What do you say?
yeah, because I'm fucking sick of it.
None of us have even got him in hand yet, and we're tired of it. We are tired of it. All right. It'll be months before we do get him in hand here in the. But there is some good news. A little bit of good news for those who do have them. For those who are unhappy with the scaling, you have every right to be. And but yeah, we're going to get into that just afterwards. But guys, let us know in the chat, what did you pick up this week? And also, if you have Danny, what are your thoughts on him? Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Let me know how you've experienced any drama in the community regarding Danny as well. And we're going to get into it. So yeah, not often, and hopefully we try never to do so, turn our gaze to the community. Okay, but since more and more Danny's been rolling out, more and more people have been putting up their displeasure of the figure. And that in turn has caused a bit of backlash regarding the collecting community. Okay. And so yeah, it's all about the scaling, of course. Seems that quite a few people didn't realize how short he was. And even though promo pics have been out there for a while, which is fine, not everyone is, even though they were out there, not everyone wants to judge a figure until they get it in hand. I get it. Okay. But unlike we did bring this up with obviously Blaine when we had him on the channel, which kind of got sidestepped when we already knew the real answer as to why they went with the John Connor body, which is all to do with budget, which, as you can imagine, probably got eaten up massively, gaining the licensing for that t-shirt. And then, of course, you also had Randy on Twitter responding directly to Turtle Boy, saying, no, I don't know what you're talking about. The figure is perfectly in scale with the line. Bullshit. Okay. So, yeah. So, guys, let it out, your frustrations. How are you feeling right now with everything going on with them and how things are playing out in the community? And I'll finish up last, but I want to go around the board first to get a feel for where everyone is. So, any one of you?
I mean, it's certainly taken the wind out of my sails in terms of excitement on getting this figure. Like, I was really hyped for it, and just like seeing just not even really necessarily the scale, but like just some of the paint applications I've seen have been really poor as well. Like eyes have been misplaced. When you see the actual, you saw that when they put it up on LootCrate, like it was a finished painted product. Whereas what we get in it, it looks as though it's actually it's been molded in flesh tone as opposed to like painted in with flesh, which it seemed like the prototype was painted, and it just kind of really gives it that bootleg feel to it. So
It's kind of the irony, isn't it? We ask and crave and yearn for flesh molded joints
Yeah.
because the painted ones keep fucking chipping, and yet they go and just do the whole figure in it, and it makes it look like a fucking Marvel legend. It's the irony. It's one of those oh dear god moments. I agree. From prototype to in hand, it's a bit rough. It's definitely a bit rough. Pietro, how are you feeling about it?
How should I feel, man? It's terrible. I mean, you can if it was just about the painting, you can fix that, you know. But the scale is terrible. It's completely off, and I mean, now the excitement is to fix it in some way. Yeah. The rest, and then the fact that they don't say anything or they're lying about is even worse.
Yeah, when we address it, when we've actually spoken directly to someone about it and brought it up, they dodged it. And then of course, what is really starting to get to us now, and which we're seeing more and more of, is the interactions within the community about it between us and Tom. Anything you want to jump into before we get into it?
I mean, I haven't ordered it. End of the day, it doesn't. I don't give a monkey's either way.
And that's good. That's good because it's a perspective from someone who's just seeing all this from the outside. Okay, there's no anticipations about it. Obviously, you say you've not ordered it, that you're seeing all of this develop in front of you, and even then, it can also take you, just be draining on you, seeing that it's all that's being talked about right now.
I've got some thoughts on it that I'll dip into when we get further in because it relates to everything else that we've got coming up with it. But
yeah.
I definitely think Necra kind of fueling the fire by not holding the hands up and saying, you know what, we did it on the Marty book because it was to save some money across the line. And we are aware he doesn't scale, but them just kind of saying, I don't know what you're talking about. It's absolutely fine. It's all, you're the problem, not us. Like, that's just kind of definitely making the situation worse. Whereas they should just hold their hands up because it is too small.
Yeah, especially when we had Blaine on here and he said, "Oh, we're very transparent." It's like, really? Because I'm not seeing it very much, not right now. And that gets into it now that it's landed in people's hands more and more. More and more people are getting it. More and more people are putting out their displeasure, and that's a lot more people are now getting. I say one thing is you put your opinions out there. Obviously, it's fair game for those opinions to be criticised, but in a way, I disagree with that. But no, what's happening here is we are getting told to shut up and consume. Okay, this is what's happening within the community now. It says this is the problem. This is why we're sort of turning the spotlight onto it. Normally, we just keep the focus on them, and that be it on the product and the company. But when we get told to shut up and consume by the community, it's one thing being told that by the people who are making it, but by the community as well. And it's kind of like, what the fuck's going on here? Okay. I had something like that. I had a whole experience of that on Twitter, and Tom had a whole thing with it on Instagram as well. And I've seen it plenty within the posts and the various Facebook groups. And it's kind of like, where is the unification here? Are we in this hobby to enjoy it? Okay. We know we are enjoying this hobby. Just because we have a complaint about product doesn't mean we aren't enjoying the hobby. It's just we have an issue with that one product. Okay. And of course, we love this hobby. It's our escapism. So anything that is not really right in it is going to cause waves, and we want to address it. But then we get targeted and being told, like I was in Twitter, that I'm a cry whiny baby. It's kind of like, well, that's not a counter argument. That's just you not happy with my opinion and you letting out an emotional response. And this is it. This is the kind of interactions that you're getting when you express, you just want to put it out there and say, look, I'm not happy with this, that, and the other. It can be better. Your opinion could help someone else determine whether they want a product or not. In this case, obviously, it's a pre-order, so it's a bit harder if no one could get it. But yeah. So that's the kind of interaction that I had. And simply just saying, look, you may not understand why people are unhappy about it, but just understand that they are unhappy. Okay, that's just the way it is. And if someone else's opinion on a product, you need to have your opinion agreed with to justify how you feel about something. It's problem ain't with us, mate. It's you. You know what I mean? So, and Tom had a very interesting interaction. Now, I asked him if he was all right if I brought this up. He was making sure you're okay if we go into it, because this is one I wanted.
But arguing on the internet is one of my hobbies. So
excellent. Okay, so we just wanted to give an example of one of these interactions and how crazy the argument gets. Okay, and at what point you can determine if you end up in an interaction or an altercation or a debate with someone online within this hobby, within our community, and it goes this way. This is how you can tell when you've dropped the mic on them 100%. And it's very similar to a bull sketch on how we argue and how you can tell when that film got a G.I. Joe classified Cobra infantry this week, and I am army building those. I think Dark Turtle Donnie from LootCrate, I think, looks good. Good stuff. Indeed, he does. And we probably won't see him until 2023, but that's the knock-on effect of all these delays. Maverick 5 UK, those last Ronin customs are fantastic, mate. There you go. More love on those.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, that's the chat caught up. So let me get into this. Now, we don't usually like to put people on blast, and let me just get this up and share screen and share. Okay, so this is Minion Mikey. Great Instagram account to follow. I highly recommend you do follow him. He puts up some really funny content, and overall seems to be a good dude. And hopefully we can get to chat to him on the channel at some point. We'll be reaching out to see if he's interested, because I really enjoy his content. And he's been posting up a lot of Danny pictures. And in this particular post, he was comparing, obviously, how even the shoes are the same. This is before we even got them in hand. This is all the comparison stuff. Now, let me just move us from my screen. Now, he had a lot of comments on this particular one, and especially from this person, Material Dude. Now, I do not advocate or encourage anyone go and chime in anymore or try and, talk to this dude. Do not encourage any communication with this person. This is a week-old drama, and that's it. It's moved on. But I'm highlighting it now just to give you an example of the kind of interactions that are out there.
At the end of the day, this is one guy, but it's an example. This has gone on. There's been loads of these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is just a prime, by the book way that these things go, especially with this portion of the community. This portion of the community that just seems to be like, sod the rest of the community. I want to brown nose the company. I don't know why, but they're on the company side, the corporate side, and against the collector. So basically, they're the ones that tell you to shut up and consume. Stop complaining, just consume. Even if it's spoon-fed, even if you're spoon-fed horseshit, enjoy it, because you're going to get more. Okay. So, as you can see here, why is it the same on NECA? They're not Hasbro. They can't afford new sculpts every time. And even big companies reuse parts if they can. Movie-wise, both outfits look accurate. And the only ones who notice are nitpicky, awful uber nerds who literally have nothing else to do. So they pull out their magnifying glasses and find something to complain about. If it was NECA, I'd find a way not to sell to these people because they don't deserve to be a part of this golden age of figures.
Before we start, I'm now kicking myself because I didn't read that properly, and I should have used the magnifying glass bit.
Yeah, this is what you need actually to look at this figure, right?
I'm disappointed in myself now.
All right. So yeah, this is the kind of mentalists that just this is kind of crazy. So yeah, going back to the TV analogy, if you was to walk into a shop, buy a TV, take it home, realize that it's completely faulty, you're not happy with it, this is wrong, you take it back, and people buying the TV also in the same store decide to give you shit and tell you to shut up and consume. You're being nitpicky, go home, you big fat nerd. All right, and it's like, no, it doesn't.
To be one of them actually. NECA.
54-inch TV, and you came home and opened it up, and it was a 42-inch TV.
Yep,
you get it back.
It's like the product itself and the hobby we're in doesn't matter. It's the market. You buy, we're putting our money in for good product. We're hoping it's good. We get it. We're not happy. We can complain about it. Okay. We're not complaining on the hobby. We're not targeting anyone in the community specifically. We're just pointing out issues we have with the product. And we get this. For some reason, this guy decides to bury his nose way into NECA's arsehole. I don't know. Maybe you want some access or something. But yeah, this is where it gets fun, guys. Okay, so let me just try and, because this is how Instagram works on my laptop, I have to do all this. Okay, so Minion Mikey comes back. Can't afford, so what are they doing with everyone's money? Exactly. Okay, let me just keep going here. I see Turtle Boy as well has chimed in. Nothing against reusing parts, but the John Connor figure is not in scale with TMNT line. That's the real issue, right? There's no ill will towards this material dude, okay? Just countering his argument. And he starts off doing the same further on, apart from that first one. Wait, why is John Connor not being in scale with the Turtles matter? Isn't it only supposed to be in scale with T800? He's just kind of answered his own argument. Yes, it is.
That's exactly it.
It's meant to be in scale with T800 only. It's the line. T800's a big machine. He's a big figure. John Connor's a little kid. The scaling works for that line.
He was meant to be, what, 10 or 11 in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
That's a dead-on scale for... I've got a 10-year-old boy, nearly 11. That is dead-on scale. Perfect.
Exactly. So let's continue because the fun is only just getting going. Okay. Oh, he doesn't stop. He's one of those that keeps chiming in before it gives you a chance to even reply. Okay. So back to Minion Mikey. With production costs and material costs skyrocketing in his past 2 years, such an activist. Okay. They're using it to keep the lights on. Frankly, they should be charging $15 more per figure, but they don't because they know the complaining will skyrocket too. Yeah, like Nick have had a problem with complaining. They just decide to go after people on Twitter themselves. They don't need you backing them up.
I happen to think Necker are struggling to keep the lights on as well. You know.
Yeah, nah. I think they're all right. I think they're all right. Turtle Boy again. It doesn't because if you put the T800 next to Casey Jones, you can see how small it is. Try and let me know. Simple, easy response. Here's where Tom comes in, and here's where the fun begins. When you're reusing the figure to make something that should be in scale with the Turtles, it matters though. Exactly, because it's a different line. Oh no, he's not done yet. No, he's got words for all of you. All of you. No, I'm an adult. I'm not playing Imagination Land making Casey Jones and T800 fanfic. That sounds quite imaginative of you, not playing in Imagination Land. Sounds like you've got quite an imagination there.
Yeah.
Tom's armors. Nah, it matters the same. Nah, blood, you get me. All right. It matters the same. Figures from the same line are in scale with each other. Demanding all their figures be in scale with each other is overly demanding and kind of crazy, which is exactly what he seems to be doing.
Nobody has said.
His arguments are our point.
He's actually agreeing with this, but using it as he's projecting. He's pretending to be mad when he actually agrees with us.
This is where my IQ started to drop just reading his stuff. Like, it's very hard to argue with someone who's answering your own arguments. Like, he's using your arguments against you. It's like, that's what I was about to say, but now you're saying it.
Exactly.
But wrong.
He mild you. He M&M'd you.
Yeah, exactly. He bodied himself. Yeah, before we even got there. Here, tell these people something they don't know about me. Okay, you're a mentalist. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't do it. I can't, but I have to. It's so funny. Sorry. So here we go. I'm not sure what let you. I think it might have been a typo there. What let you're on? What you're getting? What you're not getting? Yes, they need to be in the same scale line. John Connor needs to be in the scale with the Terminator line. If they then use that same body for another line, though, then they are not in scale. Therefore, your argument in the lines needs to be in scale fails. Okay. You can't put it in. You can't explain it better than that. How else? Okay, but no. Keeps going. If John Connor is in scale for T800 and Dan is in scale with the Turtles, then it's fine. Yeah. And even if Danny isn't exactly exact, he's close enough. No. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. Your life won't end without Danny. They weren't going to end without him anyway. We didn't even expect Danny. Just the problem with these people think that we should be privileged to even have Danny. No, motherfucker. Nycc should feel privileged that they even have a product that we're interested in paying our money in. That's how that shit works, not the other way around. Okay, we are entitled because we're paying our money. Okay, but Danny isn't in scale. I literally cannot say it any clearer. They used the wrong body. They should have used the Marty Buck. That would have worked. The complaints people have isn't just because it's not right. It's because it could have been right very easily, and it's not. There, that's it. That right there is it. If they didn't have a buck that could have worked, and they've used one, okay, they may have had a little bit of, all right, Nycc, you didn't want to pay the money to sculpt something new. This is the best they could do. Fine, but it weren't the best they could do. Best they could do, sitting right there. It's called Marty McFly. But they pissed it all away on that T-shirt. Okay. All right, so here we are. Where did I get to? Here we are. This is where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen. I said that a few times. Is this where it is? Oh, please tell me this is the one. No, it keeps going. Okay, all right. The clothes from the Conda sculpt were closer, and Danny's scale is close enough. Do you get that, Tom? It's close enough. So shh. Literally anyone complaining about centimeters for one-time side characters needs to get their life together because they have little going on for them. Where's the personal attacks coming in? Why is Tom's opinion triggering you so badly? You know, this is the thing. I don't understand why you can't just argue the point badly, but just stick to the point. Why is he coming in with the personal opinions about Tom himself? It's because they're losing the argument. Okay.
This is where he went for the real
kick. If you don't like it, then make it. This is it. And I'm going to highlight it now. If you don't like it, you make your own or start your own company. And get the license, because your first world complaints are embarrassing. So embarrassing, Tom. So embarrassing. Oh, Material Dude, you're so stunning and brave for coming and speaking your truth. Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. So how many times have you heard that one? Start your own company, Tom. No, Material Dude. Why don't you go and start your own TMNT Nycc group? Make it all a little safe haven for your echo chamber that you're so clearly desperate. Only invite Nycc staff. You know, why do we have to go and make our own company? If you don't like people's opinions online, they trigger you so bad. Why don't you go and start your own social network? We can throw that argument back at you all day long. This is why it's so stupid. You know. I get it. And here we go to finish it off. He does finish it off, but I like you, Tom. I'm just like, you know, the point where just like, no, guy, please have the final say, because your final say is just going to sum up exactly what's wrong with you. And I'm the same. But here we go. It's like, the only embarrassing thing is your attempts to justify something that could have easily been done right with no extra expense. And this is it. This is where we start getting pissed off now. And if you don't like it, then it's all good. No one is trying to take it away from you. It doesn't mean it couldn't have been done better. I love Nycc figures, but if they get it wrong, then I call them out on it. Bosh. Here we go. Wrapping it up finally. How do you know? What if there was an issue with Marty mold? What if the molds are owned by Universal and you couldn't reuse it? What if it got damaged and those shoes weren't right? You act like it's so easy because you think you're a child who thinks problem solving is so easy. Like it said, make a custom or shut the fuck up, Tom.
That cut me deep.
Yeah. Either way, no one owes you shit. Actually, they do, because we're paying the fucking money. Get it? We're paying money. We expect good product. If we don't get good product, we complain. See how it works. All right. Yeah. And God, Tom, man, honestly, I know how you feel, brother. That I had to go and hug my mum after I read that. Did I say anyone did? You just keep banging away with your arguments, man. Maybe Nycc will notice you and give you a nice pat on the head. I'm done trying to go through it anymore. He really loses his shit then. Did you read this last one, Tom?
Yeah, I read it, but I read it in the morning, and by then I was like, I'm so done with this.
There we go. That's it. This is a personal tax city now. That's it. The gloves are off. He's lost his argument. And by the way, the moment that Material Dude lost any credibility in this, he didn't really have much to start with, but lost any and all, was when he told Tom to go and start his own company. What the fuck has that got to do with anything? This is it. No, you keep complaining. He's not the one complaining, mate. You are. But pretend to take the high road with BS like, I love the figures, but yeah, he's pissed off that you've walked away. He's like, no, you don't take the high road. I take the high road. No, 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 no. This is what's happening right now. I love their figures, but, or I'm a fan, but here's my list of nitpicks. You're the worst kind of customer, and you'll just keep banging away, whining and deluding yourself that you're actually a good person. Wrong. We're the best kind of customer because we try and push for better product.
Yeah.
So that you get better product. Okay.
And I also don't think I'm a good person, by the way.
Oh no.
I know I'm not a good person. Just in case he's watching this by some fluke.
Yeah. So, and this is the kind of, and that ends the interaction here. But as you can see, this is projection. Okay, this is projection. Projecting is when you're accusing someone else of being the very thing that you yourself are guilty of. The thing is, though, these are the kind of people that will tell you you're being toxic. You're the toxic one. You're the people being toxic in the community, when we're just simply saying, look, this is a thing we have an issue with. I'm not going against you. I'm just saying I don't like this product. That's it. No one's attacking you. And then they come along and say, no, you're the problem. Rah, 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 rah. These, if there's any toxicity going on, any, and I fucking hate that word, in the community, is from people like him that attack you because you have a different opinion, or an opinion they don't like, and they just cannot handle it. Okay.
What really annoys me is,
I don't know what he intends on gaining from this.
It's not difficult to have a figure that random Ant-Man. This isn't a great figure. Like,
yes.
You can't see the eyes through the mask. It's not massively well scaled. It comes with no accessories, but I love it. I love Ant-Man. I love this figure, but I can still love this figure while saying there's stuff wrong with it. I've got quite a few figures. I'm sure we've all got figures that we love.
I've got one right here. Got one right here. Same thing, right? The classic Hush Batman. Okay. Love the figure, love the articulation, love the way it can move. It's brilliant, except for that damn cape, which is a shame because there's one part I was really looking forward to it because it looks so badass. Getting it in hand, it's fiddly, it's a bitch. The wires are poking out, they don't stay put, they don't stay up, and it's a nightmare. Doesn't mean I don't love the figure. Okay. And when you do spend ages, which we weren't anticipating on doing, and getting that sweet cape pose, it's gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, you're dead right, Tom. With the figures that aren't good figures, but we love them, but we also happily call them out on what's wrong with them and highlight their faults. And yeah, and I'm sure that we're not knocking on anyone who actually enjoys Danny or likes them, and we respect to those who can understand that we have problems with it, but they're happy with it in the collection. That's all good. All good. No one is judging you. You know what I mean?
No, but you can like a figure and still point out that there's stuff wrong with it.
Exactly. Like, no feedback is bad feedback, right? Anything negative is still constructive. And if I was to start my own company, I would welcome all positive and negative feedback to make my product better. You know, it's just ridiculous that he was that passionate about something that he was he was agreeing with the fact, like I say, he was agreeing with the fact that it wasn't in scale. So it just baffles my mind that somebody would have that much energy.
Yeah, but it's the same with Anthony's Customs, the reviewer.
Yeah.
The amount of negative stuff he gets for pointing out flaws on a figure, and it's all from people that have bought that figure and like it. And it's like, he can still point out the faults. That doesn't take the figure away from you. It doesn't mean that you now can't like that figure.
Yeah.
It's just an opinion. And a lot of the stuff he'll say, like, this isn't very good, this isn't very good, and then he'll do his end of the year top 50 or whatever, and there'll be that figure in there. Because he's like, it's not very good, but I still like it.
Yeah. I could accept with April if he was that passionate, because he could be like, okay, you like it, it's not that bad. But with Danny, there's no arguments. It's bad.
No,
Oh,
there's no way of denying that
it's not like, okay, for me the knees are okay, for you are bad. Like, it's an opinion.
Yeah.
With Danny, there's
There are,
nothing really to, you know.
exactly. Like, for instance, there are things, if people were so desperate to hear good things about this figure, there are things about the figure I do like. The design on the t-shirt. I'm stoked that they got the Sid Vicious license their t-shirt. It's a kick-ass t-shirt. It looks awesome. I like the sculpt on the jeans. I always have done. It works really well for the John Connor body. Love Nycc sculpts. They really put detail. Just doesn't work for Danny. He has baggy jeans. Sure, it works. I see the point in having the sculpt. The sculpt could work. It's just the scale. The forearms just look like tubes. Not happy with the forearms. Okay. The head sculpt looks spot on like the actor. I'm happy with it. It could have gone very bad. Paint application, unfortunately, it's something we've had to deal with from Nycc coming out of the factory for a while. I don't try and complain too much about the paint because I kind of know what I'm getting at this point. But if it's really bad, like, if his eyes are stamped on his cheek or some shit, then yeah, I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, there's no harm in saying that you're not happy with a certain thing on a product. And like you say, like Anthony's Customs is a prime example of that. Prime example of how much shit he gets, because the people that are a massive lover of this particular figure or this particular company, a lot of people just go ham on one company and will refuse to deny that there's anything wrong with any figure that company puts out.
Yeah, and
I can't ever do that.
You have to remember as well, a lot of the reviewers you're watching have been sent those figures.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want those figures to keep coming, they have to be nice.
Yeah,
like
it's called access.
And then you've got other people like Pixel Dan will review something and rave about it, and it's an absolute bag of dicks. But he loves everything, and that's fine. Yeah. Like, that's his style of reviewing, and you watch it, and if that's your thing, crack on. But you're not going to learn anything informative from it.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. There's not many figures that are a 10 out of 10. I'd want to know what those flaws are that make it drop down. So that's what I'm more interested in.
Yeah. Another one, and I highlighted this when I did review, is the Infinity War Mafex Thor, right? I love this figure. I had so much fun playing with this. It's awesome, except that these little sodding discs that can be removed keep falling out, and they're so easy to lose. I'm terrified of losing them. I even don't have this one anymore because I've got it on the shelf, because I know if I put it on there, it's going to fall out and I'm going to lose it. Okay, so I've made a massive deal about that on my review. As I should, to be informed that anyone gets this, great figure, but just be careful of that. And I weren't happy with that part of the figure. Other than that, it's all good. It's inconsistency. Okay, fair enough. Not a lot of people are highlighting the good that's in Danny because there isn't much to highlight. So it kind of gets overlooked with how massive a problem we have with the flaws, i.e. the scale. Okay. But yeah, it's just the backlash. It's this kind of interactions we're getting in the community is kind of like, normally, and I get it, some people in the community will act this way towards the company. And even then, I'm kind of like, no, I get you got a problem with the figure, but Jesus Christ, you sound like you got Tourette's, and you sound like you want to stab their mother in the face. It's like, calm the fuck down. I don't advocate for that at all, even when they're on the side of, the customer. So it's across the board, man. It's just people have no respect. And thing is, though, majority of the time, half these people that are on these social media accounts interacting with us are fucking kids that have got no manners. And it's hard to know. It really is. But yeah, it's just that now that it's getting in hand, all the fucking drama's kicking off, and it just feels like a bloody civil war going on in all these groups. It really does.
It's just,
that's kind of. Let me just see if they're. Sorry, mate. Go on.
We defended Nycc for other things, like when the Casey Jones 2-pack came out, and everyone was kicking off that it didn't have a unmasked head, and it's like they couldn't do it.
Yeah,
and we defended them with that. Like, they can't do it because they don't have the license to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't seem to be able to win. If you defend them for stuff that they can't do anything about, you get shit. And then when you give them shit for stuff that they can do something about, you get shit.
Exactly. Let's just see what the chat's saying here. We've got Trivia Entertainment. Let's have a look here. Sorry, it just jumped on me. Material Dude going in. Trivia Entertainment again. And Tom's Dioramas won't let up. I'm laughing like crazy over here. These figures hit some people's soul. I know, right? I know. You know, really encapsulates their soul is making sure that you agree with them. That's what I respect the most about Anthony's customs, is that he'll tell you just how it is and he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Wait till his rival figure line comes out. Exactly it. You know, you may not like his like energy in a review. You know, he's very, you know, it doesn't sound like, you know, he's had a good day ever in his review. And that's kind of what I stopped not watching Anthony's customs, because it felt like I was getting depressed with every single review.
It's like
respected as a, you know, that's my issue with his energy on the review, not his opinions on it.
Every review seems to be, fuck, my dog's just died, I better review this figure quick. Like that every single time. It's like, but he knows what he's talking about.
Exactly.
It would be pretty funny if he shits all over his own figure line when he reviews it.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be class. Yeah, I mean, I used to watch him when he used to review those food subscription packs, right? And whenever he put something in his mouth that he actually really liked the taste of, or the most expression you get out of him was this. That was it. That was his excited face. So I had no problems with his opinion on figures. It was just his energy on his reviews felt like I was going to a funeral every single time. So, and that's just me. Okay. Not going after anyone who likes his stuff, his reviews, you know, that's fine. But this, you know, Jason P. Patchin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You have a damn good point, and thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it. Dan, who reviews, if anyone asks, Hasbro are perfect. Don't worry, mate. No one's asking. You're all right. You're good. Appreciate for being in, and I appreciate it. Jason pitching again. Mayfix Thor, great, fantastic fig. If he's alone, yeah, exactly. He's so tiny. Like besides Mayfix Deadpool, he looks like a teenager, but doesn't mean he's not a super awesome figure. He just scaled wrong. I agree. He's on the small side, and Mayfix do have. Their scaling is all over the gaff. I remember I agree with the figure, and it has a couple of issues elsewhere. Scaling wise, like you say, I'm keeping mine away. I have Infinity War Cat Mayfix, so I'm not sure how that scales well. But
Mayfix
we'll see how the end game big three stack up.
The Mayfix scale isn't a line, it's each individual. Like the Infinity War figures might scale with each other, but that doesn't mean it's going to scale with a comic line. Or it's not like Marvel Legends where they're all one scale. Mayfix are just all over the fucking shop. Like the Suicide Squad figures were nearly 7-inch scale. But they were ridiculous. It's just, they're weird.
Exactly.
And I love Mayfix figures, but they're fucking weird.
Yeah, and their wrists are shit. No, the Spider-Mans are great, but their wrists are awful. I know, they're all over the gaff. Riley Bob made it late, better than never. Was putting new brakes on my car and missed the start time. And all good, mate, all good. I hope your car's up and running well, and thank you for dropping by anyway. But yeah, so we have sort of finished going into the meat and potatoes of the stream. We'll touch upon it again for anyone new jumping in a bit later, but not as in depth. But do hit us on the replay because you missed some saucy stuff. Dan, who reviews? If you don't like something, don't buy it. Right? It should be that simple. I agree. But what about when you buy something because you think, oh my god, this looks good, and then when you get it, it's a pile of trash? Then it's like, okay, do you mention it's a pile of trash? Do you express that you're unhappy with it? You know, and then also, what kind of interaction are you going to get in a community if a bunch of people come at you for your opinion? That's kind of what we're going on about. But you agreed, you know.
The trouble nowadays is not in general, but in our collecting. If you don't pre-order it, you don't get it.
Yeah.
So there's no chance of being. You can't walk into a shop and have a look at it first. You can't wait for a review to have a look at it first. like most of these figures, we're ordering 12 months in advance of getting it. You know, there's no, you can't take a punt anymore. It's you either pre-order it or you don't get it.
Yeah.
So you're then stuck with what you've ordered, and especially with the Loot Crate ones.
Yeah. Play the NECA play with the fear of missing out. Like,
Yeah,
it's that, because if you miss it, it's gonna be like twice or 3 times the price you could have paid. So
exactly.
So they play with that. Like, they know they're gonna sell it. They know.
Well, yeah, that was Loot Crate's fucking sales pitch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually said that. They said that, hey guys, look at how much the aftermarket is for our stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, what the fuck? You're a business. Jesus Christ, should be saying that shit. It's kind of like, Jesus, it makes you wonder. But I agree. It's like, it is. The collecting market is very, very different now. With a lot of stuff is pre-order. FOMO is a big thing. Obviously, we're all excited for Danny. TMNT collectors want Danny. He's part of the line. Some aren't bothered. A lot are, especially in like me. And then when you saw the promo pics and think, Warwick Davis's fucking cocktail sausage is bigger than that damn figure. I'm sorry, that thing's tiny. And we've already put our money in.
And they play with perspective in the photo already.
Yeah.
To hide it a bit.
Yeah.
It's too small. Even with perspective, it's small. That's all.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing. So it's kind of like if you get disappointed, even though before you had the figure in hand, but this is I would agree on that argument if it was a bit harder to tell. This was clear cut. This thing is a fucking cocktail sausage compared to the rest of them. What the hell happened in the promo images? That's just straight off the bat, undeniable fact. Okay. So yeah, and of course we addressed it now. We addressed it back then, and now that people get it in hand, a lot more complaints are kicking off, obviously, because they got it in hand, and fucking communities turned into World War III. So it's kind of draining. So let's have a look. I'll just spat my coffee out with a surprised face. What on this one? Danny, I completely agree. However, I do think that there are hype fans out there, but that buy stuff just to complain. No, there are some.
No doubt.
100%. 100%. Here's a problem.
What's that geezer's name? Retro Blast.
There you go.
That geezer loves a fucking moan.
Yeah, 100%. And I call him out on it. The way he structured his last one was a bit hit or miss, but the one he went on NECA, which is what I had a real big problem with, is that 20% of that was I agreed with, because it was like, you had problems with the company and the way they do business and the way they did this thing because your figure broke. Fine. But then he spent the rest of the video going in at the community and judging them for still buying their product. It's kind of like, no, motherfucker, you don't get to talk about that. We have our reasons for why we buy the product. Leave us out of it. And that was a problem. But you are right. There are some people that just gaslight and to do just that, to clout chase, if you will.
That's a very good point.
So you're dead right on that. And I try not to paint everyone under a broad brush. It's very hard when there's different pockets of collectors that do different things, and it's very easy to try to throw everyone under a broad brush. And we try and desperately not to do that. So you're right. I'm glad you pointed out those, because there are a pocket of fans that do that as well. So yeah, appreciate that, Dan. Thanks a lot, mate. Riley Bob, the Loot Crate Danny has left a sour taste in my mouth for the future Loot Crates with all the run around and final figure. I agree. I love the look of this Dark Turtle Donny. I think it looks fantastic. Good NECA paddle up. I just really hope that the final product looks just as good. I really, really hope so. And and obviously I have pulled it up for a later thing to talk about, but as we're on it, it looks like obviously the second crate has been delayed. Inevitable knock-on effect from all these other delays. So that was just something else to bear in mind, that this year's wave of crates looks like it's going to run into next year as well. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of you can see the photos of like the ships being stuck outside America they've been out there for like 2 months.
Yeah, they're stacked up to the nines, and that's got everything in it. you know, and we're having problems here. Half of our shelves in just our supermarkets are bare empty for our own reasons. You know, it's just logistical nightmare all around the world, whether it be a boat, whether it be HGV drivers, anything. It's just gone mental at the moment. So it is a pain.
With so many people complaining as well, it's difficult to know whether any of these complaints that we are raising are even going to get listened to if LootCrate or Nycc have got the mentality of, we know our stuff's going to sell. You know, look at previous cases, look at our after sales market. If they do another LootCrate, they know it's going to sell out as well. So
this
they're
is the
going
problem.
to continue. They're going to continue to cut corners where they can, you know, to save this.
This is the real problem, yes, because they're gonna sell it anyway. If they sell it, if tomorrow there is a new LootCrate, they will sell it. They will sell it all. Yeah.
And I do get that that's kind of what retro blasting was trying to make light of, and you just did it very, very badly. Is that the mentality of the companies is 100% that if who gives a shit if our product's crap, people are going to buy it, we're still going to spoon feed them shit. And the thing is, though, the reason why people keep buying it is that they hope that the next crates are going to be better, and we're let down. And that's the natural thing to do, you know, especially if they have something that you want. And it's very hard to pull yourself away out of principle from something that you love. You know, I'll be very hard to say, do you know what, Nycc, you don't get any more of my money because I'm sick and tired of the way you do business. I find that very difficult, and I'd struggle to find anyone who would do that loves their product. I love Nycc product because I love the lines that they're doing, and some of the stuff is complete home runs, 100%. Some of it ain't.
Nycc makes an awesome, like, that is literally the best figure I've bought all year, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't make good stuff.
Yeah. And that guy was complaining, saying, "Oh, they're not Hasbro," but I would say that Nycc, I know they reuse parts, but like they would create new sculpts way more than Hasbro would for like Marvel Legends. So
Marvel Legends have got $5 and 20 odd waves a year. Like, they're the kings of reuse, and that's just Marvel Legends. The Transformers have massive reuse. I mean, the Power Rangers have, but the Power Rangers they're all the fucking same anyway. They all wear the same fucking pajamas. But they do, and there's no problem with it.
Yeah.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And they do tailor new sculpts when it comes to, say, the movie line. Obviously, the comic book based stuff is easy to do that because everyone's muscular, or everyone looks like they belong on a fucking Playboy magazine in terms of the ladies' bucks, because that's how they were drawn. Maybe not so now, thank you, activists working in comic books, but that's how it was. So it's easy to do that, and it works. You're dead right. Same thing with like the Predator line for Nycc. Of course, you can reuse bucks. They're all Predators. Majority of them look exactly the same, minus some armor parts. That's the whole point of the franchise. The Turtles, I'm half expecting them to use the exact same bucks if they put out a set of secret of used ones, and I would have no problems with that. Maybe hopefully some paint shading, and they'll save on the budget because they've already got the fucking molds. Blaine explained that to us when he was on.
That is how budgeting works. Like, I think it's like 70% of making a figure goes on the mold. Once you've done that mold, you've done it. You can then reuse it, and you haven't got that massive outlay.
Prime example, and sorry for Dan who I may have to go in a little bit with Marvel Legends here, okay, but this is just an example of how they've done it and how they haven't done it with this 2-pack. Okay, now this 2-pack is meant to represent the end battle of Endgame. Okay, finale for Iron Man, finale for Thanos. Okay, both of these figures already exist. They're already out there. There's a regular version of him, there's a regular version of him. So the budget is saved because they've already got the bucks. So they can spend a little bit on retooling to add some battle damage, which they have done beautifully for Thanos. Right? Loads of broken parts on the armor. They can afford to retool. They didn't, however, do it with Iron Man. They decided to piss away the budget on giving him a bunch of accessories instead. And they barely put any battle damage paint on them. Okay. So, you've already got this buck. You're not spending it on the budget. Okay. Why wasn't this guy retooled to have some actual battle damage going on when you've clearly done it with Thanos? By the way, I'm really trying to make sure I get my lefts and rights because everything's reversed in the camera. So yeah, so this is one of the things where you see yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And that's it. Reusing parts is a part of it. And it is quite clearly where the budget's gone is on that t-shirt. I would love to know how much they paid for the license for that t-shirt and how much they had of a budget for the crate, because the rest of the crate looks not great either. Sorry, say that again, mate. You broke up on mine.
I was saying, not as much. They haven't spent as much on the t-shirt as they should have, as Pietro pointed out in the week. None of us had noticed until he pointed it out that the t-shirt is wrong.
Yeah, the t-shirt is missing Nycc. They cut it out probably for rights, but yeah. So it's great. It's still great.
Yeah,
it's not 100% accurate. Let's say that.
To Nycc, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you know how many hearts you've just broken now? You shattered that glass, mate. That's it. There's no going back.
None of us know.
That t-shirt was its one saving grace.
Yeah. I know. People got their Dannies and they're like, oh man, you ruined it now.
And they're like, at least the t-shirt's good.
Put your comments on, mate, and say, you know what? The t-shirt's wrong.
I didn't even complain.
Exactly
with that. You know, so we shouldn't even complain with that. But it's fine.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Like we were saying about Casey earlier, if they couldn't get the rights, they've done the best they could.
Yeah, so we are right with that. If we were just crybabies, we will bitching about that too. But we don't. We it's the scale of the problem.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. We'll be throwing much more emotion behind it.
You've got to cut it break somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. If we were crybabies, as we are so elegantly told, we would be throwing a lot more emotion into our complaints. Kind of like the emotion that we're getting
start my
back.
own company, not be these issues.
Yeah. Exactly. We have to start our own company instead. Maybe we'll start one with Anthony's Customs and then we'll make our own product and then criticize it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. To catch up with the chat quick, as there's been quite a bit come through. Sorry for waiting, guys. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry if I'm going robotic. Internet connection again. Sorry. Let me clear up a bit. Am I normal now? Am I all right?
No.
Well, you sound all right.
Okay. We'll wait for my picture to the camera to catch up. Okay. So let me know if am I fluidly moving fine now?
Yeah, you're good for me.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's all that matters, mate. As long as I'm good for you.
I can see you, mate.
Good. Okay, so let me just quickly catch up with the chat. So yeah, Jason P. Patron, what I don't get is how does Amazon charge scalper prices like Mafex Spider-Man 108 is $250? Yes, that's the one. Isn't Amazon an e-tail store? Yeah, I agree. And speaking of that, what the fuck is Big Bad Toy Store doing with Danny crates?
That is much worse than Amazon.
Yeah. Amazon, by the way, isn't it's not like fucking Tesco. Anyone can sell on Amazon.
Yeah, there's different sellers.
You buy and sell stuff on Amazon. It's not all Amazon selling it. So if there's a Spider-Man, I assume that's the comic painted Spider-Man, like the cell shaded one. And
I think so.
If that's being sold on that price, it's not Amazon. It's some geezer that's probably got 3 in his fucking back bedroom that's put it on Amazon.
Yeah, I forget that sometimes too, is that other people do sell on Amazon. It's not just the product isn't coming from them themselves. Big Bad Toy Store, on the other hand, I have no idea what's going on there. No idea what's going on there. I found that amazing when I saw that.
I assume they must have just bought a few.
That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like, okay, why aren't your double orders cancelled? You know, or how have you got them in stock when other people are getting their second one delayed? Yet they've already got one in. And then
but it's happened like with Mexico as well.
No, they're not scalpers.
Have ended up on Big Bad Toy Store and on Kapow. Have had some of the Mezco exclusive, and I think the last couple, actually, like most retailers over here got a look in. I know Toys R Us had them. I know Toy Trash had some of them.
They did actually. They didn't bump the price up so crazy, though, did they? They kept it, as best they could retail.
Yeah, like, I know when Kapow put the 89 Batman up that we ordered 84 years ago or something like that, I think it was. They put it up nearly the price that we paid. Like, I think it was only about £5 more than getting it from Mezco.
Yeah. Whereas Big Bad Toy Store has doubled. More than that, actually.
Oh, doubled, yeah, 3 times almost.
3 times. Absolute crazy. Carrying on with the chat, quick. Tribute Entertainment. I'll take Sam Rockwell's character for figure at this point, regular or menthol. Don't say that, because yeah, exactly. They'll put him on the fucking John Connor body.
It'd probably be on the Gizmo buck or something ridiculous.
I know. Which segues beautifully into Does Machines 84. Thank you for joining in, my man. Love your work, and thank you for being here. Hey guys, what if Kino figure comes on the same John Connor buck? Ironically, we all believe, or I think that this is going to be the case. I haven't actually spoken to them all yet, but we think that that's going to end up on the very buck that John, what's his face, Danny should have been on, the Marty McFly buck. Yet he is smaller. What do you reckon? Do you reckon Marty, the Kino's going to come on Marty buck?
No doubt. It works perfectly for what he wore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So maybe that's why they didn't use it for Danny. Probably it's for that.
Could be. I mean, at the end of the day, we're assuming that Kino's going to be retail, right? He's going to be a retail figure. So that's, worthy of needing a license to acquire. I don't think so anyway. So yeah, I got a feeling they're going to shove him on the Marty buck, which would just be hilarious irony, full circle. Right. Continuing on, Riley Bob, I was wondering, how does the shipping work for you guys? Are there ships on the waiting line? Does yours come secondary to America? I actually don't know that too much about our shipping. We get a lot of stuff later than America. It all comes. Our retailers get it a lot later. Tom, if you're still around, let me have a look. Oh, Tom's dipped. Are you here? Okay, cool. Do you, what's to answer this gentleman's question regarding shipping in the UK? I think you might know a bit more about it than I do, about how the UK retailers obtain theirs.
Generally, the distributors get them later than America.
Yeah.
Because America is the primary customer base.
Mm-hmm.
So America will get it first. And then they'll start shipping to like UK, Europe, places like other places. But generally everything will go to America first. And a lot of things, so like the NECA figures, the distribution is handled by NECA. So in that, like for stuff that you've ordered from NECA, it will have to go from China to America, and then from America back to England. And for the loot crates, it will have to go to the loot crate central shipping and then back. It's not like they've got a list in China saying, right, these are going there, these are going there. So we'll send, that's not how it works. Mainly, especially with shipping at the minute, has gone crazy. Like, I could go through the amount that the shipping has gone up, and you'd be amazed, like how crazy. Like, you're talking like tripled, quadrupled in price to ship a container full of stuff now. So,
yeah,
they're not going to sit there and work out where everything's going. They're going to get it to a central place and then deal with it from there, because shipping it from, say, America to England by air is a lot cheaper now than it is to ship it from China to England by sea. So it's all, everything is up in the air at the minute with shipping. Like nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah.
But the price, honestly, the price is scary for shipping now.
Agreed. It's all gone Pete Tong. But yeah, as I say, I honestly thought the loot crates came from where they're manufactured to us. But you're right, it makes sense. They go all of them worldwide. They all go to America. So all of ours have probably been held up in the California docks. You know.
Yeah, they will. Everything will go to their hub, and it will get sorted there and sent off.
Yeah.
So that's why everything, like if you're ordering stuff from an American company, you will generally be waiting if you're not in America.
Yeah.
Occasionally we've got quite lucky, like a couple of Mezcos we got early.
Yeah. Even some NECA.
If you remember a few years ago, you'll remember this, Ben, when the Spider-Man wave with Doc Ock suddenly showed up.
Yeah, we got that first. Yeah, for some reason, Hasbro decided, you know what? We're going to put them in a different country first, see if anyone notices. And there was at a time period where they were doing that. They were just plonking a wave in a random place. I remember there was a wave that particularly they showed up in Canada randomly, and then a set that showed up somewhere else. And then yeah, we had the Doc Ock wave with this PDR whole wave over to books so he could review because they just weren't around in America. Oh, hopefully I'm back now.
The ultimate example is I got this 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, brand new, and it's been out in America since what, June, July?
No, this December, I think.
Yeah.
Of last year.
Yeah. So
this is the worst.
I don't know how long we wait.
The worst NECA delay.
Has there been any confirmed Danny's landed in the UK yet? Do you know?
I don't think so. I've not seen one.
No, I haven't seen any yet. If they are, they're hiding their shame.
No. There we are. Riley Bob, hopefully that answers your question, mate. But yeah, prime example is how long have you guys had Krang? And we've only just got him about 3 weeks ago over here. Yeah, great example. Didn't even think of that. Jason P. Pageant, NECA Jason Voorhees, New Blood is a piece of fracking art.
That is true. That is bigger.
I did look good, actually.
I know a lot of people have been breaking
Spinning Art, thank you for joining us. Sorry, go on, mate. Go on, you're all right. Probably. Am I back?
Yep, you're back.
Cool. Yeah, carry on, mate. Sorry, I know it's the internet.
No, like that. The Jason figure, a lot of people have been breaking that strimmer thing that he comes with.
Yeah. That's the only problem in it. Very, very fragile accessories. Okay, carrying on. Let's have a look here. Spinning Art, appreciate it. There are many things wrong with the Danny figure. Nevertheless, apart from Nancy not being on it, but no one knew that until just now. Blame Pietro. Let me know if my connection's still all right, because I'm going off of your reaction feedback. Can you see me okay?
Yeah, sometimes a bit slow.
We can see you, but the hearing you and stuff's a bit hit and miss.
Is it okay now?
But ironically, your voice is right now, but the rest of it...
It's a disaster.
Difficult. Hold on, let me just refresh the old interweb here. Okay, keep me updated if I'm getting clear or if I'm still blah.
Nice. Okay. All right, anyway.
Do the chat now, quick, while you're still.
Okay.
Oh, no.
For the.
There we go.
Yeah, before I end up losing it. Yeah. Okay. Unless you guys have got the chat pulled up and want to read on, just in case I do drop out.
Keep going with it for now. I'll take it over if you can't do it.
Okay. All right. So I'm spinning art. Okay, spinning art. Apologies for the internet disruption, guys. Okay. Oh no, I'm back up here. Back up here. Sorry. Boom. Ring it. There we go. Here we go. Apologies if you've already covered this. Oh no, I'm way up here. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Trying to find where I am. There we are. There are many things wrong with the yeah. That was it. Cover that one. Riley Bob. True. Has Big Bad Toy Store pulled this before with Loot Crate? I'm not mad at it, but thought it was odd. Have we ever seen anything like this with Big Bad Toy Store?
Not for Loot Crate, I don't think, but I've seen it with like they've had like Mezco exclusives that they've added a bit extra on and stuff. So it's not unheard of.
I mean, that's to me that is really naughty because like they sold out of that, so they've bought them. I mean, that's scalping, right? That's just pure scalping to buy it to sell.
Yes, 100%.
Especially for the one that got their order cancelled. Can you imagine? And then they find it for 3 times the price.
Yeah, that's just mental. It really is. Okay, right. Carrying on as best I can. Okay, so Jason Patchen. Oh, I didn't know that anyone could sell on Amazon. That explains a lot. Yeah, it's kind of like an eBay, but also if eBay sold their own goods, it's weird. Okay, spinning art again. Apologies if you have already covered this topic, but has anyone heard anything new about the KC and April Farm 2-pack? Good question. No. Is the sad answer to that one, unfortunately, but still confident that it will happen because once again, it was too specific in that description. So I just think because it got revealed, they're pushing it back. They're letting, I think they'll reveal it soon. I honestly thought it was going to get revealed during New York Comic Con, which is happening right now. You wouldn't know it, but yeah, it's happening right now.
But no, I think that will happen, but I don't. If you've ordered it through Walmart, I would not expect it in the next couple of weeks.
Possibly expect a quarter scale RAF, either one, because that's what the description was, right?
Yeah,
copy and paste quarter scale RAF. Oh, brilliant. Gotta love it. Okay, so Riley Bob, damn, that sucks for UK shipping. You would think it would make most sense to send US on ships and everything else go trucks and land bound. Yeah, I know it's not the best, mate. It really isn't. I mean, sometimes I say we get lucky with some new product on the shelf, and we are blessed still that we're able to get. Oh God, going robotic again. Let me know when I'm back.
Okay,
you're fine. A minute.
Okay, cool. Anyway, cool. Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, we are still blessed that we are able to get a lot of the turtle stuff in our online retailers, so we can just pre-order it rather than having to try and find it in brick and mortar stores because we don't have that many. So we are blessed with that.
That's the boat we've got against America, is that we've got 20 stores that we can order our turtles figures from.
I mean, we can still buy the turtles, like even now, in this moment. There's people in America still don't have them. Before the movie.
I know Toys R Us have still got the single pack movie turtles.
And the foot soldiers, single movie foot soldiers.
2 packs, single, whatever.
But that's also saying for Americans to remember that you could probably order stuff from the UK cheaper than you're paying guy that done you all a favor by buying everyone in Target and then selling them to you for double the price. To pay for his gas.
So just remember, guys, the shop that we're associated with, Toys R Us UK, they do ship worldwide. Now, I don't know what the shipping will be like, but you will be able to pre-order it and you will be able to get it if you're tired of hunting, and you won't be paying scalper prices. Okay, so if you're tired of hunting, you're pissed off that you're pissing away too much money on fuel. Obviously, can't say that about the Shadow Warriors 2-pack. We haven't had our pre-orders in yet, but keep checking in with the site. And if there's anything there you see that you can't seem to find in your brick and mortar stores in the US, have a look, see what the shipping is to the US, and I honestly believe you have a better deal in your hands. So a majority of our UK sites do ship worldwide as well. So just keep checking in. Don't rinse our stock.
Supporting a retailer rather than supporting some geezer driving around buying up every fucking figure he can find. Plug them
Exactly,
to you.
and you might get it. Yeah, exactly. You might get it a bit later, but at least you'll know it's coming. And I know what it's like with Walmart pre-orders and stuff like that. They can get cancelled willy-nilly. So far, we've had nothing to worry about with pre-orders on our end. They never, not once has my pre-order just been cancelled out of the blue. Okay. If they have problems getting stock in, they will let you know. Go on, guys.
Would that Turtle Talk code work for international as well, or is that UK only?
I don't know, actually.
No, international as well, from what I know. Yeah.
There you go. Turtle Talk code, get up to 10% off.
Yeah, check with Nick. We'll confirm it.
Yeah, I'll have a word with him tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll confirm that, because I mean, I honestly thought it was, but if yeah, okay. A couple more here in the chat, guys. Custom J, hi. Sorry, yeah, no, I'm not done with the chat just yet. But yeah, Custom J, hi. Thanks for pulling up, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to butcher this again. Ioan Sporlusify. I'm going to keep butchering that name. I apologize, but thank you for rocking with us. Do you guys think Ultimate Casing, the latest Super Shredder variant, will be available outside of the US after Walmart exclusivity ends? Yes, I believe it will. So far, we've not had an issue getting any Turtle product in. It's just like with the Walmart exclusivity, with these now, that being the thing, obviously we have to wait for that to end, and then we just have to wait for the pre-orders to go up. So I do believe you shouldn't have a problem with just waiting for those listings to go up on sites.
What is the latest Super Shredder one?
Oh, it's the European variant, the purple one, the with the wrestling belt.
Not the Shadow Master one, is it?
No. Yeah.
No.
I can't remember what one's what now. They've done so freaking many of them.
The only one we didn't get is the cartoon 4-pack.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. The only one we haven't been able to secure yet is the cartoon disguise 4-pack. Which is a pain in the ass. Still hear me?
Maybe.
Just about. Can't see you.
Is my camera gone? Oh, here we go.
You're back.
Okay, cool. Okay, just in case I did out, Tom, are you all right grabbing the last couple of questions in the chat? So I'll try and sort the internet out a little bit.
Where are we? Oh, no, I think that's it.
I've just seen a couple more come in after me where I've said sorry.
Yeah, it's the same person. I can't fucking pronounce that name. I'm not even going to try and butcher it like you did. With the one Turtle product we never got, which was the movie 2-packs, the Turtle movie 2-packs.
Yes, but yeah,
which is good. We never actually got any pre-order for them.
Yeah.
Which was a bit.
No, that's right. Yeah, because we had this. Yeah.
Because the single packs are still not that hard to get.
Yeah.
The 2-packs were those ones where they had the split headbands. Yeah. The ones
that we actually got in the accessory pack at the end. So there's nothing really.
No. You'd have been a bit of a tit if you'd have say ordered one from America just to have the split bandana.
Yeah.
Got them in the accessory pack that you ordered. You'd feel a bit of a tit, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I nearly did as well. Oh man, alive. Okay, I appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, and thanks for sticking around as well. Still got a few of us in here. And yeah, hopefully my internet connection stays and I don't sound like a robot. Apologies if that is the case. And the guys will let me know if that is the case. So far I'm still you can hear me okay? I'm good.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Beautiful. It won't be long before that changes, but I'm going to try and get through as much as I can. Okay, so moving on to now, we are into New York Comic Con, and I kind of feel like the John Travolta meme. Where is everything? There really hasn't been much to show for it, apart from a few things that Mezco have dropped at their own con, running at the same time, and just a few things I want to do some housekeeping with on the Twitter. And then we'll get into some other bits and bobs whilst we still have the time. So if my internet connection allows, I would like to just share with you this. Okay, so Mezco have finally made some dreams come true with their Mezco Doom. Okay, now I'm not collecting the Mezco Fantastic Four, but I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. Now, Tom, I'll start with you. What do you think of the Doom, mate, as it looks as it is
I think
in the pictures?
it looks a really good figure. I'm not getting it. I've got no interest in the Fantastic Four, but I think that's a really good looking figure. I think they've done. I'd prefer a little bit more like design on the gold, but apart from that, I think it's solid.
Yeah, nice mix of soft goods. Will work obviously great for this. The chaos, the hood and the cape and everything.
Yeah,
very curious.
I'll echo what Tom's saying here. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I've heard some complaints that the greens are too dark, but I'm not got any issues with it. I think it goes really well. I like it.
I can see that. The hint of green there, but I agree. It is very dark, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. These are obviously, it could be the lighting. Again, it's one that we're just going off of promo images. I'm very curious to see what kind of accessories that this thing will have and how many. Very curious on that. Let me just back out of here. Bear with me. Where am I going, Ben? That's the way. Okay, so come out of here and we go up. And then this is where my wallet got kicked in the nuts. We haven't even had a pre-order for the Green Ranger yet, and they throw this at my face. Okay, so I've wanted a representation of the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin variety, on my shelf for a while. I missed out on the SH Figure Arts. I held off on the Hasbro because they were only doing like one of the originals per wave. And I wasn't really, I was liking what they were doing, but then it kind of went a bit downhill for me. These are a must. These are a must. Everyone had the argument of why don't you just go get the 30161s? And I was like, well, I would if I had the room. And I'm more of a 112 collector anyway. So this is a perfect scale for me, and they're like mini hot toys, and I got nothing against them. And apart from the fact that they're all coming in one huge set, and it's going to cost me a bomb.
But I do like the fact that it looks like they've used different bodies for the male Rangers. Like they're not all the standard Mezco body. Like the Red Ranger looks a lot beefier than the black and the blue, is it? I don't know. I'm colorblind.
Yeah, black and blue. Yeah, I can see that. Well, it looks like the blue has packaged some heat down there, more so than the red. So
he is stacked.
When I first saw these, I thought, do those helmets look a little bit oversized? But actually, I think I'm so used to seeing them.
Blue's helmet is definitely oversized.
Yeah, mate. Which helmet are you talking about here, boy?
I think I'm just used to seeing the heads being normal human head sized.
Just give up, mate. Give up.
Yeah.
We get you.
I mean, in fairness, even the Yellow Ranger looks like she's packing some heat.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
The Yellow Ranger's putting me to shame, and she's a woman.
The pink is safe because of the skirt.
of course, of course, absolutely. But
To me, they look a
yeah,
bit too
these
muscular, you know?
these are an absolute must for me, sadly. Yeah, I can see that. They do look like they're struggling to move around as flexible as you would expect Power Rangers to be. Fuck my ass, mouth, and tits. The internet's gone again. Hopefully, I'm back now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the head here looks better, right? The head size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like, you know, it's a normal human head with a helmet around it, which is
but
how it should be.
Here, that doesn't have that effect that is too big.
No.
In this photo, looks like perfect.
Apart from here, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that part is always.
I know. Sorry, I'm going to stop looking now. It's just so impressive. Fair play, Billy. Fair play. But yeah, so these are an absolute must for me. So I'm just waiting for the moment, and I will cry. That's the one time I will cry. Tears of joy when they arrive, tears of pain when I have to pay for them. This is interesting, and Tom, I would get curious to know your thoughts on this, mate. Classic Batman, comic book style.
I'm waiting to get a better look at it. I don't like the Jimmy Hill chin that he's got on him.
Yeah, that's Benny Hill. Sorry,
villain that we hadn't already had. Like we've just got Two-Face, and now you're doing another Two-Face.
Yeah, I agree. They could have done another villain. I like the style, but
it's to the comic Two-Face that they've just done. I think this is much better.
Oh yeah. Where's my vape gone? There it is in front of me. Yeah, agreed.
So I'm waiting to see if this comes with some decent accessories on it. I think I could be in for this because that's the Batman that I grew up with. I know it's superpowers, but it still has that like Neil Adams Batman to it.
Yeah. No, I agree, mate. Yeah, it's got the campiness to it. It's back. It's a period. It's from its time period. So yeah, these look going to be interesting to see more. Hopefully, they come out with some sweet accessories. Hopefully, not just with that same repetitive bloody missile launcher and launching effect. Scrolling upwards, something I thought was really cool and wanted to share was the Freddie Williams Super Shredder pencil commission on the giant size TMNT. This looked pretty sick.
Very good.
Very
always
nice.
happy.
I like that.
Always happy to share a bit of Freddie Williams artwork. So yeah, there's a nice look at that. Saw that today. Thought, yes, you're getting retweeted, what? And of course, Tom dropped this in earlier. I have actually got this on. That's for Miss Pac-Man. I thought I gave it the same thing. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, so McFarlane dropping a Dark Knight Returns wave and Dark Knight Strikes Back. Kind of a bit of both.
I don't like this. I'm going to be straight up. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like Superman's face. It's just it's just a bizarro one. Glasses. What the fuck? Who's that? We know who this is. And I want Horsey. I want the Horsey. But I can't get the Horsey without buying all of this lot.
I'm hoping that Toys R Us do a split and sell the horse on its own.
Another great thing Toys R Us do, guys. They split 2 packs and they sell whole baths complete without having to buy the wave. And then they sell the wave bathless, so you can just buy the figure at a cheaper price. Another reason to shop there. It's one of the reasons why we love them and one of the reasons why we support them as well. I'm going
to need 4 of those horses for when NECA finally do Turtles 3 figures.
Hopefully they'll be in scale because obviously these are big bastards. So yeah, these will be good horses. And probably like what they did with the Batman Who Laughs and the Robins. I feel bad for anyone who had to go around and pick up 3 different Robins to get their heads, because now they've just released it all in one massive 4-pack. So
yeah, they're getting good at that.
They are. So yeah, no, yes. So we'll wait and see what happens. Be interesting to see this properly without him on it and being hidden. So,
it looks better than the Lord of the Rings horses, which is pretty much what we've all had to deal with until now.
Yeah, mostly. Okay, and scrolling up. We're going to get to chat again soon, guys. Let me just scroll up my hands. Now, Super 7, on the other hand, another company that's dealing with Power Rangers, put out their image of Rita. Okay. Now, I'm not really a big fan of the way they're doing their Rangers. I'm a massive fan of what they're doing with their articulated single Zords. Oh, yes. This looks awesome. Actual cloth. Okay, so we've got some soft goods in there. The face sculpt is incredible. Again, this is a prototype. Hopefully the final figure will look like this. I'm not counting on it because in the way that April turned out. But yeah, this looks beautiful. So again, another company putting out good Power Ranger stuff. So, sorry, mate.
Proper Madonna titties on it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was always fun.
Super 7, same scale as Mezco. So could this fit in with your Mezco Rangers? Because the soft goods.
It'll fit in. I mean, Mezco
Hard
is
to
6
know.
and Super 7 are 7-inch, but they're not like, what's that, a Ming and a Mezco Batman?
Right.
Like, there's not
So
that
it's not
much
like-
different.
It's not like Danny and Casey, yeah?
No. Like, that would, if you want to buy that to go with your Mezco Rangers, it will fit.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider the Mezco will probably be on their standard bodies and they're meant to be teenagers. So Mezco will probably be a little bit big, if anything.
Yeah. So if anyone is going for the Mezco line, this will definitely could be another companion piece for that. And I bet she comes jam-packed with accessories.
Yeah. And that face, you know that she is looking at the Blue Rangers package with that face sculpt.
Yeah. Oh, I'm creating that as a meme. That's an official Turtle Talk meme. Don't you dare try and do it as mine as a meme right there. Oh, yeah.
Is this
Okay,
actually a rendering or?
It looks like it's an actual prototype because this is, you can tell this is immediately fabric. I could be 100% wrong. I'm just going by what I can see.
I mean, you can do fabric with rendering as well.
Fair enough. This could then very well be a rendering.
Because
hopefully
it's too
it is
sharp. Like everything is so sharp that looks like more like 3D.
Yeah, I'm looking here and I'm just looking at some sort of imperfections in the surface. And this kind of looks like a plastic imperfection, you know, when sort of dust lands on it and they just, you know, the person taking the picture hasn't caught it. Somewhere the light is shining on the edge of the plastic. It looks very matte, so it's hard to tell. But I do believe that this is an actual picture of a figure. It does look very clean in its paintwork, which is what I'm looking for now. But
you'd expect that on a prototype, though, to be perfect.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So there we are. Super 7 making big plays in the Power Rangers world. Okay, just scrolling up slightly. Obviously, we have our friend TMNT configuration. And this is the kind of thing I wanted to sort of address as well. And I get it. This is the whole collectors helping collectors community on Twitter, obviously, where people within the community help each other out. And obviously, configuration being from Turkey, he's asked if anyone in the community might be able to help him out with either the Unmasked Casey or the Shadow Warriors 2-pack. And doesn't look like he's got a response, which is a shame because I know he's very active within this. And I know obviously it's a big thing to ask someone to go out of their way and see if they can find one. I guess when it comes to this sort of thing, is if you see one in passing, and if he's actually asking for this, means he is willing to pay the shipping Obviously, being international, it's a bit different. But if the person's willing to pay the shipping and he knows the risks of shipping international, then yeah, guys, if just to help our friend out here, just to give it a bit of a boost, if you do happen to just come across one when you're next looking around, do think of configuration. Because he's desperate for the hunt. Because again, we have not had either of these solicited in the UK yet, which would be an easy option for him to buy from. So yeah, I've had to buy mine on eBay. I'm patiently waiting for this. Got no rush for it, but yeah, just to give this a signal boost. If any of you are not saying do it, but just to putting it out there, to see if we can help our mate out here. I came across this, which is, it looks like even more artwork from the sadly cancelled TMNT He-Man crossover. I just thought it'd be cool to look at. Here we go, a bit of Raph on Battle Cat. That looks crazy good. Oh man, I would love to have seen this comic come to light. Such a shame that it didn't. I don't know if I've ever seen this as a cover.
I mean, his artwork for the Batman Turtles books have just been so good.
Yeah, I know he was working on that. I think I was listening to the podcast where he's been interviewed. I know he was working on that towards the tail end when he got given this gig to do this, and then COVID hit, and it kind of took a tumble, and it didn't end up panning out.
I think my dream would be to get him on to talk about the Batman Turtles book. I'd love to go through that with him.
That's it. Yeah, for sure. We'll reach out. Let's see if he's up for it. I mean, we can contact him directly, see if he's interested. We might not even get a reply, but there's no harm in trying. We'd love to have some of these artists and creatives within the TMNT world on to have a chat with them. Obviously, the dream would be able to have Eastman on at one point, maybe not live, but maybe a recorded interview to put up on the channel would be great. But yeah, we'll definitely be try and reach out and see if he's up for a chat with little old us. Hopefully we can.
I'd love to chat about this, and I'd love to chat about the Batman ones.
Yeah,
like the way they took off and he's done like 3 of them. It's just been so good.
Yeah, I would love to know what he thinks of the animated version movie form compared to his book. I want to know if he's watched it.
I think they've done it really well.
Yeah. And of course, it's me just plugging the show. So there, that wraps up that side of it. Yeah, I think I did well. And speaking of that, guys, are we up for a watch party of that movie very soon?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next couple of weekends, we'll wait for New York Comic Con to wrap, see if there's anything more comes from that. And if there is, we'll probably do that next show. But if you're around the next couple of weekends, guys, do you feel like having a watch along with us? If you watch the TMNT versus Batman animated movie, have some fun there. Let us know if you're up for that. And we'll get that sorted out.
One of the 2 things that I want to do the next watch. I want to do that, and I want to do the Mad Max Turtles episodes.
Oh yes.
So we'll do the Batman one first. Do that after. Yeah, for sure. That'll be it. Those 2 in order, and then try and dip in and out. And yeah, just Armageddon.
Watch the first episode of Next Mutation.
Why, Jeff?
My hair that night.
Yeah, so I've got plans to walk around. So
that can be a Pietro solo show.
I love it. Okay, whilst I got you on the share screen, and just to add some positivity surrounding the whole Danny drama, there have been a few creatives in the collecting community that have actually taken it upon themselves to try and do some modifications, to try and make it feel a little bit better in your collection. Okay, there have been a couple. This one in particular that we're going to highlight seems to be personally one I think that looks the best, and it's right here. Okay, now I'm not sure, Tom, you shared this with us. I'm not sure where you got it from, so I'm not sure who's.
I can't remember now. I honestly can't remember.
That's okay. Maybe someone else.
Was the same as Tatsu? It's Commander Kid Bash, right?
I think it was actually dead right. Commander Kit Bash, the man who gave us the inspiration for.
I think it's the same.
The Tatsu. The dude's in this guy's head for Tatsu. Same guy. was able to swap out the calves of Danny with Marty McFly's calves, just the bottom portion. And as you can see, with a little bit of a paint touch up, somehow he's got the Danny shoes to fit. Okay, they don't seem out of proportion. They do boost him up. Kind of makes him look like he's got, he's really tall. He's kind of got my body proportion. This is why I'm okay with this. I have a regular sized body and extra long legs. It's the reason why I'm 6'6". Okay. And yeah, it's boosted him up almost to the same height as Donny. Okay. Now, there have been other mods where people have replaced the ball joint in the torso, which has boosted up the body higher. But then that in turn, as which Tom pointed out, will then make the arms look a bit shorter.
Yeah.
But probably could be forgiven if you're not having them draped down to his side. Combine those two, and I think you've got a pretty decent sized Danny using this.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least it's like acceptable.
Yeah, it's it's still not perfect, but it's better than what you've got, and it doesn't make it that bad in your collection. So there are things that people are doing, and I think this personally is one of the better ones. And this is using the 1985, either of the two Mighties from 1985, because you can actually remove the feet from them. You can't with the future one. You can't remove the feet, and use the bottom half of the calves. Use some hot water or the hairdryer, pop them out, and plug these in, and it should boost up your Danny. So just a little bit of ending the drama on a high note, on a bad note there. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And yeah, what's this one here? This was okay. I just ended the share screen. Let me come back there. What was this one? Oh yeah, that was nothing. Yeah, that kind of wraps up. Oh, of course, yeah, there was this, which Tom delightfully pointed our way. Just here, and this is kind of the last thing that I really seen that's actually worth talking about, coming from. Well, I mean, there's some Dragon Ball Z stuff. I know, Maverick. Did you see any of the Dragon Ball Z stuff?
Oh, I'm all in on it. Every one of them.
Because I know there's a ton. There's obviously a picture of it here. We can go into it if you want, mate. But this kind of really what was one of the big highlights, if you want to call it that, is Miss Pac-Man. Let's go down here. One of the better pictures. So SH Figure Arts, Miss Pac-Man. Come on, internet. There you go. My first crush as a kid. She swallowed. And yeah, was able to steal the franchise away from Mr. Pac-Man. So yeah, that's kind of it. I kind of think these are kind of cool. But this is it. This is just the Pac-Man figures. And that was anything that's sort of
really, really cool. And
I like it.
I like it. Wasn't a one-off. They've done a few different ones now. They've expanded the line.
I guess they could. I mean, I never really played the game. Obviously, fully aware of it. Everyone in the world is. But yeah, I'm not. So they just made different variations of. Obviously, now you've got this guy here. You've got the food they eat, the ghosts and stuff like that. How else have they expanded the line? Because I've not really seen much.
Well, I mean, they launched the Pac-Man figure not that long ago. I think it was like earlier this year that Pac-Man came out.
Okay.
And for an SHF as well, they're quite cheap.
Oh, nice.
Like 27, 28 pounds, something like that.
Oh, banging. Nice.
And now they're doing that, obviously sold fairly well. So they're doing Miss Pac-Man. They've got the chomping Pac-Man in the back. They've got the metallic one. Like they've kind of realized that it went better than they thought it was going to go, I think. So they've launched a few other little extra bits out there.
Fair play to them.
So
Fair
I
play.
mean,
so
it's
for the
not
price
like
point, obviously you can see
world on fire, but
sorry.
It's not going to set the world on fire, this line. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for fans of the game for sure.
I like the fact as well.
Okay.
If you quit out this and have a look at their other stuff there, they've got they're redoing the whole the Naruto line.
Oh yes, they are. Yep. Let's have a look at that. There you go. I like the base. Not the base a lot. Yeah, you're right. So you got
They stopped it for so long. Like everyone was saying, like, why have you stopped doing Naruto? Where's the other Narutos? And now they've come back and they're like, we're going to carry on with it, but we're updating it. So
they've been all guns blazing on the Dragon Ball line recently, though. It's just reveal after reveal. It's been crazy. So
let's have a quick dive into it. Let's do a punch easy from the HTBA podcast and just let's go in for a second, because I know he loves talking about it. Fair play to him. But yeah, as you can see, look, it's the main page header. Okay, where's my drop down bar gone? There it is. All right. So I'm guessing. Let me just do one quick refresh and go here. Featured stories. Nothing wrong with the photography for him. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Let me know when I'm back.
Yep.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, mate. Yeah, you're not wrong. Jesus Christ, they're getting wild. I have no clue on. I'm going to let Maverick take the reins on this one. I have no clue about Dragon Ball Z. So what are we looking at here, mate?
Oh, so this is Super Saiyan Blue Goku when he goes Kaioken as well. So I think this is their answer to. There's a third-party company that has also been making unlicensed Dragon Ball figures. So that's Demoniacal Fit. So they released this figure. So I think that this is their answer back to them to say, well, you know, we're also going to release this
officially. Fair play.
Officially, fair play.
They might as well take control of it. Yeah, exactly. It's like they might as well take control of it. Do you know what I mean? That looks good. I mean, translucent hair, obviously.
Yeah.
So we go. Let's look up more. The effect. I've always loved this effect piece. You know, I'm glad to see her mixing it up with different colours as well. So there we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. Sorry, mate. Go on. Sorry.
It does. It looks absolutely amazing. So I'm excited. They just announced first form cell as well, which I don't think it's in here, but that's one of their new announcements, which has got a lot of people excited. That's been sorely needed in the collection for a long time.
Was it the first form?
First form cell, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Usually they do the what is it? The third one, the final form, right?
Perfect cell, yeah.
So, perfect cell, yeah, exactly.
So he was out a long time ago. So like they're kind of doing 2.0 releases now. So I'm sure we'll get a 2.0 perfect cell at some point. But I'm glad we've got at least the first form cell. So I'm very excited about that.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. That's it. It doesn't look like they have any plans on slowing down either. So yeah, the good thing you got all that room behind you on your shelf, mate.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, impressive photography here as well with them. So there you go. There you have it. So that's so far the main biting points from New York Toy Fair thus far. I haven't seen anything happen today, but we'll see if anything pops up tomorrow. And if it does, anything major happens during the week next week, we'll jump on it.
I think Nycc has been they've been doing pretty well with their reveals across October. They're doing like 31 reveals across October, and today's, I think it was they've announced that they're going to be re-releasing the Mogwai Gremlins, which for me that's a dangerous release, because the Gremlins was always like one of my kind of regret not getting into this line, and I think with the re-release of these, it may be tempting me to start. So,
well, I know Toys R Us have still got Stripe.
Exactly, that's it. Like I could backtrack and get some of the other ones that are less difficult to find. So I could definitely backtrack and get these, and I'd call myself up to date.
These ones here.
Yes,
Nice.
look really good.
It's a slippery slope, mate. It really is.
I like the fact this is day 9, so you know by day, so probably day 22, maybe you're going to see the boxes for them.
I think they actually have already announced the boxes. I think they've done it in like the style of the packaging is going to be like trading cards style. I think it is an homage.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
trading cards.
Right. Gotcha.
They
Well,
are
at least they're actually showing you product. Yeah. Because right now, so far, it's been what, like 31 days of figure packaging, which has been quite crazy. Fair play. I'm glad they are re-releasing them. And I give it that props to NECA. They do re-release their gear, you know, for people, maybe improved for those who are late into the collecting game. Obviously, you can see we've got the grayscale version of the Wolfman. What else was there? Obviously, the Bride of Chucky.
Box.
2-pack box. Yeah, the box. The Captain Blake to Terratoonies box.
Yep. What was the other box they showed?
Here we go. Some concept art.
Oh yeah, concept art that'll be on the box.
Oh no, we've got Dorma. Is that Demona? Here we go.
Demona is great.
The Herbert West box.
And that's it so far. So
No, we got Elvira.
Elvira, yeah.
Oh yes. Which has been conveniently placed all the way up to the top. And there she is. And sadly, her knees will not work for April because she's a Migo style figure.
No, but this is a really good. Like when NECA do something good, they do it good.
Mm-hmm.
And this is good. Like this is NECA on top of their game.
Yep. Oh yeah, she looks fantastic. There you go. It's not just because she has boobies either. Just FYI, guys. You know, but look at these accessories. I mean, look at these. Sorry, look at these accessories. Yeah.
Sorry, that's. I was looking at the 2 other things. But no, it's so good. Like even the head sculpts are brilliant, and this is their Migo stuff, but it looks better than like a Mezco.
Mm-hmm. And to switch the tone, we're going to say the same thing we did with April, but in a more positive way. Look at those knees.
Oh, those knees are good. I mean, they're single jointed, but they're good knees.
Mm-hmm. We do like a good knee. We do like a good knee, don't we? Anyway,
this is really. This is NECA on top of their game here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna actually no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna yeah. Just saying good NECA. Good NECA. Okay. So yeah. So they've been dropping some stuff. Hopefully we get some more stuff soon. They keep saying they're going to drop some more stuff. So hopefully we do get maybe some release dates, maybe a keynote tease. I don't know. We'll be keeping an eye out and we will be reporting as we do. But yeah, it kind of wraps up everything news-wise to share and talk about. Let me have it now. Obviously, it's been a while since you had a look at the chat. Apologies if anyone's still here. Hopefully they are. I am going to look now, and we're going to get to it. So appreciate you all for being here. Still rocking and stocking. So hopefully, good things to chop it up with. And where I am, okay. So, Jason, I have 12 Mezco figures, but for the simple fact of how much Gomez goes for on the secondhand market, it makes me hate the company. And I know it's not the company's fault, but Jesus jumping Christ, $600. Ah, yeah, I know. It's crazy. Their own personal figure, their own branded figure.
It is the company's fault for
Sorry,
making
Tom, go.
it is the company's fault for making it so
Mm.
limited, but that's how you build the hype up for a line, so you can't fault them for it. Like if you want to
It's
hype up a line,
Rock
you
and our
make it.
place situation. Yeah, he's right. It's sad though. Riley Bob. Don't know how I feel about Super 7 MMPR. They don't look great, but don't look bad. But then again, I don't feel anyone has totally nailed it. Fair play. Fair enough. Fair enough. You got some good points there. Yeah, I like what they're doing with the Zords personally. I'm not really a fan of how they look with the Rangers. It looks good now, but that doesn't mean she's going to look good in the final packaging. Just have to wait and see. As I say, like we were just pulling up the Mezco ones. There's things that like they may be too big, or Billy's package may be too huge. I don't know, or they all look too beefy for being a teenager. There are things, but I think you did right. Hasbro certainly haven't.
Today, you just have to remember it's Power Rangers and they're shit, so it doesn't really matter.
We've got a Power Rangers hater here, everyone. Come on. Unbelievable. You, sir, are toxic.
I don't understand the Power Rangers. I just do not get it.
You will. No, I think you just like it's like when people are crazy about SpongeBob. That was after my time of being into cartoons and stuff. So I think Power Rangers, you drifted into
Power
the land.
Rangers were literally just as I was finishing watching all this stuff. Power Rangers came out.
Yeah, exactly. By then you'd turned to booze and ladies.
My boy went through a Power Rangers phase of like he loved the Power Rangers, and I sat down and watched it with him, and I was, this is shit.
I don't think it holds up to a rewatch. I'll love my Power Rangers, but yeah, I don't think I could rewatch it now. But it's the nostalgia of it.
100%.
Sure.
Yeah. I fell off when it went into the whole fucking all crazy. Like Zeo was kind of where it ended for me, and then it just went batshit crazy after that. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that new movie that came out a few years ago for what it was.
I thought that was quite good.
And I love that fan film.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It could have done with 100% more Power Ranger, but it was still very good.
Yeah, it didn't actually become Power Rangers till like the last act of the movie, and it's kind of for fuck's sake, come on. But yeah, it's the idea. I like the idea behind it. I like giant fighting robots, So yeah, Riley Bob again. That looks worlds better. Is there a how-to video on how it's done? Would be worth trying to get a Marty on clearance. I'm digging those Naruto figures, but the problem with Naruto is only high-end Naruto figures look good, in my opinion. That's Riley Bob again. I haven't seen a how-to, mate, but it is a pretty simple way of going about it, because those carbs, there's just one peg. Okay, because they're single jointed, just one peg. Heat that joint up, you'll be able to pop it and swap them out. Now, the feet, on the other hand, I have no idea. I've not taken apart one of the feet to know what kind of pegs are in those. But for the calf replacement, both the Danny, from what we've seen, and the Marty, single peg, heat up the joint, pop, swap, and then we'll have to look at the feet afterwards. But that's simple as it is. So you shouldn't have any issues there, mate. And yeah, that is a chat caught up. That is everything that we have to discuss. Thank you all for being here again. You're still kicking ass in the chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, is there anything else you want to speak on, gentlemen, or are we all good?
I think we covered everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we covered it all, do you reckon? Excellent. So to wrap things up, as you saw earlier, me and Maverick are working on our tattoos. Maverick will show you in his own time.
I'll give you a sneaky peek.
Yeah. Oh, go on in. Or let me. There it is.
This is so yeah. So we're working together on it, but we've kind of. This is my take on the tattoo so far.
Yeah. So we're bouncing ideas back and forth from each other and working it out, and it's been great. And I sent him over some material. Let me just go back to gallery and then go. yeah, so I sent him over some material, and this is what I also wanted to show you. So we found a great material that would work for Tatsu pants, and that is the Super Shredder Cape. Okay, so this is one of the capes. Now, it's hard to see in the light, but there are very thin silver pinstripes in the back. Okay, very similar design to how he's wearing on his trousers. And yeah, so I've sent him over one. I sent him over some Shredder Cape material. This is a bit of scrap Shredder Cape material. And we're going to see if we can make that silver tiger stripe work for the trim around his robe. I'm still working out how to do the line pattern on my robe, because obviously mine was expensive, bought from America. I don't want to ruin it. I might practice on some scrap fabric. But yeah, we're going to try and bang out some robe style pants with this material, see how it comes out. Obviously, as you saw, what did I do with it? There we are, working on the head. Okay, get you a better view. So obviously you can see a better view on my Instagram. It's a bit washed out in the light, but I have sculpted on the moustache, still a bit of sanding left to do. But yeah, working on this, and hopefully I can get this shrunk down a little bit so it fits better on the body. But yeah, so we're tinkering, we're working away, but we're going to try and get something looking great. So yeah, that's currently what I've been doing. I'm going to be shooting some stuff tomorrow, so there will be more videos. It's been a bit sparse on the channel for a little bit, so I haven't had many opportunities to film with stuff going on at home, but I do have things to film, and I'm going to be getting on it. So there will be some new stuff coming down the line soon. Tom, you've been busy building again, haven't you, mate?
Flat out, mate. Fucking mental lately.
So he's putting the dioramas back into Tom's dioramas.
That's it. At last. It's been a while. But I started building.
Go on, sorry.
For some twat that wanted one.
I don't know who that is.
And it kind of reignited my love for it. And I'm really getting back into it again.
Good. Because for a while there was going to be Tom's Gundams.
Yeah. But no, honestly, I'm working on one, like a mock-up for one at the minute. I'm just doing it in cardboard just to get a mock-up in my head before I actually make it. And then I've ordered one of the Patriot Studios Jokers. Like the red suit version, but I want to get the Arthur Fleck one, like the standard dress one, and I want to get the new one they've just released with the bathroom scene one. And I've got like 5 dios in my head that will fit them, and I want to get them built. I was chatting to Hat Life earlier about a couple of bits I need 3D printed.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get them done.
I'll
build like a phone booth to do like the scene where he's talking on the phone. There's 3 or 4 scenes that I want to get done that I've got ideas in my head for.
Yeah, that'll look wicked, mate. You might as well just go full on Joker crazy with the dia build, mate. Just whilst you got the love fired up.
The dio game now, when I first started doing dios, there was maybe 3 or 4 people in the whole of the UK that were making dios.
Yeah.
And now every cunt and their uncle are making dios. Like, everyone's doing it. It's not an exclusive thing anymore. So I want to go like the Pietro route, where you're making specific things from something, rather than I'm going to build another roof, I'm going to build another alleyway. Like, I want to do specific things for scenes from a film. So
yeah, because that's
you can go for.
Yeah, you picture it in your head, and that's kind of like, there's great universal dios for, the environments are one thing, but specific scene accurate stuff, and you can really sink your teeth into getting the details right in that kind of thing.
That's what I want to get into now, because I've been building dios for 6 years probably, and I've built countless. Like, people are, oh, can you build me an alleyway? Yeah, I'll build you an alleyway, and you build it. And one of the advantages I have compared to a lot of dio builders is that I'm a photographer as well, so I kind of know what works for taking the shots.
Yeah.
So I can build it around that. But there's only so many times you can do the same thing, and you're not be doing your own stuff again or biting on someone else's stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to branch out and do my own thing now, which will be again taken from what Pietro does with it. Like you can see is the dioramas in the background there where they're like scene specific stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to get into that sort of build.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, mate. I think that you'd really sink your teeth into doing that, and with the detailing, you can go really specific.
Yeah,
I think you'll have a blast with it, mate. I think it'll keep you going for a bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and do a bit of that now and see how it goes.
that's
Yeah,
good.
Sure,
I think that the research is the best part of.
Oh yeah, I've got literally half my phone book at the minute. Like the photos on my phone are just filled up with like Joker movie shots.
Yeah.
I've got 12 of just a phone booth.
I understand that.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, the layer is very good. I love it.
The layer wasn't this. It's very hard to find a movie specific shot for the layer, and
No, that's it doesn't.
And it doesn't lend itself to photography. You're better off just building something that you can use. But we'll see. I've got the lights. Hopefully, once the lights are done, then it's ready to go.
That's good.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it, mate. And hopefully we'll be able to pick it up from you in person.
Yes.
We'll be able
It's about not shipping that. Like, there's too many bits.
I'll bring a big bag now. Hopefully, I'll be able to drive down. If I am going by train, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. I
can box it up, but I don't want to ship it because it will end up like the valve handles will snap off and it'll just be a nightmare.
No, I agree, mate. I agree. I just dropped Hacklife's Instagram in the chat if you want to go and check out his stuff. The gentleman we were talking about from Riley Bob.
The best 3D prints that I've had in the UK are from him. So
these are awesome, and I will definitely be doing more work with him for sure. And yeah, he's such a good bloke to just chat to. He's he loves it. He's excited, and he loves turtles as well. Hopefully, he gets to watch this. Hopefully, he has seen this, and I will be doing a video on his work.
It was the Nux Ross, I think it was. Something like he was in here. But yeah, you can. His stuff is second to none in the UK. Like it's the best 3D prints that I've had.
Yeah,
and you can buy it painted or unpainted. Like I like getting all my stuff unpainted because.
Yeah, of course.
I enjoy painting it up, but.
So I don't want to know the price, but how's the price? Like, is all right? Is a good price?
Oh, he's very, very reasonable for what. Like I was literally going to buy a 3D printer, and then I was like, I can get it from him for this price. What's the point?
Yeah, absolutely. And he he'll customize things. He makes his own designs and stuff. He sculpted these his own design. He didn't pull it off of a Thingiverse file. He designed them himself. His new set of he's just like, it's so funny you just got your bits in from Japan, Pietro, but he's also just designed a set of decks and some DJ equipment, but loads of stuff like that. So yeah, definitely check out his Instagram to look at his awesome work. I'll be doing tons more work with him in the future. As much as I would love to learn the art, and give it a go, because I want to learn all aspects of it, there are tens of thousands. There's some people out there that are just masters of this particular craft that I haven't learned yet, that I'm in awe of, and I will always and happily support people that I think do good gear, and if it can aid me in either photography or customs, or like Tom with diorama builders, we'll give them a signal boost, do some business with them, bait a friend in the community at the same time, and we've got a wicked product also.
Yeah, I was at the point, it was like, do I buy one and learn how to do it, or do I just support the people that are already doing it? And I went for the second route. I was like, I'd rather just pay someone to do it that obviously loves what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I can support them in doing what they love to do, which is what people do. If they buy a die off me, they're supporting what I love to do.
Yeah,
So it's kind of nice to get that back at the same time.
And seeing the paint detail in this and just seeing the effort he put in the packaging makes me want to be a better artist, for fuck's sake. I'm buying something and it's inspiring me at the same time, you know? It's crazy. 100%.
His paintwork is pretty good, I will admit. I mean, I buy all mine unpainted, obviously, so I can't really comment on it. But from what I've seen, the paintwork is spot on.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love doing it a bit as well. I'd like if there's something multiple things, I'll say, look, can you just leave one unpainted so I can tinker myself? But yeah, I do like unpainted stuff too, because obviously I'm like with Tom, I just love the painting. Riley Bob, dude, that looks awesome. Referring to Maverick, your tattoo so far. Trivia Entertainment, you guys thought about doing a Professor Perry custom? I have, may explore it. Kind of waiting to see if NECA do actually put one out, but if they don't, probably explore that as a bit of a fun thing to do on the side. Jason Patchin, check out Grime Satika on Etsy and Instagram. Such an awesome diorama and prop maker. Okay, yeah, we'll do. I've got that name copied, so I'll check him out in a bit. But yeah, that is the chat caught up. So thanks again, everyone. Appreciate it. And Pietro, what are you working on currently, mate? Anything going on?
No, not at the moment, man. I was talking with Mavericks before. Yeah, too busy at work. My mind is not there.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's ramping up at my place as well. That's why another reason why I found it hard to try and find time to record. So apologies. Life is getting in the way a little bit, which is kind of like why I enjoy these live streams. That way I can still interact with everyone, hang out with the mates and talk about the hobby, even if I can't create anything within it at the time. So yeah, no, fair play, mate. That's it. All in their own time, you know, it's a hobby. We can't let it, as much as I want to dive back on it, work.
Yeah.
So it pays for it all. So I know it's the same thing here, mate. Same thing here. But yeah, that kind of wraps everything up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gagging for a cup of tea. I know these guys, I don't want to keep them too long. It's quite late here, but I will say thank you to everyone. Oh, here comes configuration right at the last minute. Hello everyone, good night. We're about to say good night, mate. You jumped in just at the last minute, but I appreciate you for stopping by anyway. We did give you a little signal boost in your collectors, helping collectors hunt. Hopefully someone does reach out and help you out, mate, because I know it's a bit tough at the moment. And but yeah, we are going to wrap things up now. Thank you all again for watching. If you missed any of the whole Danny drama, it'll be in the rewatch, and let us know your thoughts in the comments afterwards. Check out Hack Life, as I said, his Instagram is there, and I'll be putting in the description. Check out the social medias for all of these fine people on the panel. They're all in the description, and follow us and you'll keep up to date for Tom's work, Pietro when he's back on it, and the tattoo custom progress and other bits and bobs we've got going here. So that is it. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate everyone.
Thank you very much.
Let's wrap it up. And yeah, we will get a watch along schedule locked in at some point, and I'll put that on the community tab and let you know when that's happening for the Batman versus TMNT. And yeah, guys, thanks again. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.